What's up, everybody? Let me make sure we're good. Make sure we're all good. Hopefully you can't see nothing I got on here. uh, is it streaming? Let me just make sure. You know, my setup be messed up half the time. Hopefully we're streaming. If not, give me 1 second. Let me make sure. Yep, I hear my voice. We are live. What's up, everybody? Takedown is today's Wednesday. White Belt Wednesday. My days are mixed up. You guys know that. White Belt Wednesday. Yep. I'm in the chat. Josiah said, Max Hansen ain't winning this year. Max Hansen's good. Look, Joseph. What did Joseph Chin do to him? Joseph Chin could barely pass. Joseph Chin barely passed, and Max Hansen was smaller. So I think Max Hansen he might take the world championship, no-gi world championship. What do you guys think? He might take that no-gi world championship. Max Hansen ain't winning this year. I'm learning Osoto Gari and Juji got to me. Uh-oh, my man got some techniques. Josiah says Max ain't winning. All right, Josiah, let's jump. Don't start obsessing against Max now. Don't obsess over him. Don't upset. I like Max. Max is good. And you know what? My homeboy beat Max a couple years ago. I'm trying to get my homeboy to do more tournaments. He don't watch the stream, though. He don't care about this stuff. All he care about is making that money. What's going on, everybody? Late stream. I'll just stream until I get tired today. That might not be very long. I'm already tired. We should be back on schedule tomorrow. And then remember, no stream on Friday. I won't be able to stream on Friday. I'm barely able to stream today. Tomorrow we good, though. Josiah says, I'm relearning old judo moves and learning some new jiu-jitsu moves. There you go. Now, some people are going to say that it's all basically just judo. Basically just judo. BJJ, basically just judo, but it is a little different. We got a couple good stories, couple not so good stories. We'll see. We flowing. Got some feedback on the channels. One person said I was yapping too much, and I was like trying to explain that, hey, this is a live stream. I'm chatting to people. I'm talking to people. And you know what? If you don't like me yapping, you can go to a different YouTube channel. Easy. It's YouTube. Turn it off. Oh, I don't like that guy. Turn it off. Go to Gordon Ryan. Go to whoever. I'm not forcing people to click on the video. Josiah says a lot of the moves are judo moves, though I haven't trained since 2004. I got a lot to relearn. We proud of you, bro. We proud of you. You know, you're making a good change. You training. You good, bro. You know, some people be on the stream, they don't train, then they be arguing with me. They ain't trained, they can't do Osoto Gari, they can't do nothing, and they be arguing with me. So make sure you people train out there. Don't just be complaining to me like I'm a new person. I've been doing jiu-jitsu for 20 years, easily 20 years, and people be challenging me. So we got some feedback. People said I was yapping too much. I mean, it's a live stream. What are you supposed to do on a live stream? Don't talk to people. Get right to business. I need you to get right to business. They ain't paid no money. They ain't like no video. They ain't shared no video. And they over there getting upset at me. Josiah says, in other words, what Alec is saying is that if you don't like his channel, you can pack up your things and leave. Yeah, there you go. Josiah knows. And the worst thing I ever done on this channel was give somebody a timeout. I gave somebody timeout, and you saw how they started attacking me. Where's Marley at? He started attacking me. He said the stream was quiet. And I was like, what? So? Man, why everybody be jumping on me? But it's all right. I'm ready. I'm ready to combat them with some verbal jiu-jitsu. I did get some good feedback. Someone said, make up your bed, Alec. And look, the bed is made up. Can you guys see? Scoot out the way. The bed is made up. Can I move it over? Hopefully nothing. I don't want to hurt anything. But the bed is made up. Look, the bed is made up. The room is clean. The room is clean. The bed is made up. The lighting is lighting. I'm not burning up today. I was like, bro, I'm not. I was like, guys, I'm not a vampire, but the sun is really getting me. That sun was hitting me good, bro. You guys started to see a little bit of smoke. You know, I was making fun of Dan and her bursting into flames, and I was about to burst into flames that day. But we're good today. It's overcast. So if you guys are watching the stream, you know, if you guys have any tips or anything, what would you guys like to see? How would you guys like to see the show improved? I had a really good talk with one of my homeboys. He gave me a good talk about some stuff I could do. Number one was make up that bed, which is made up. The bed is made up now. We good. The bed is made up. No worries about that. The bed is clean. Everything's clean on there. Hopefully, I think so. But yeah, they were saying I need to get a set and stuff, but we'll see. We'll see. I ain't in no rush, man. We enjoying it. You know, the Twitch streamers out there, they be in their bedroom wearing their pajamas. Shoot, I'm good. So we got a couple stories. Like I said, I'm going to just go until I get tired, which is normal. So maybe I might not hit 3 hours today. I might hit like 2 hours, to be honest. Either way, I'm happy. So yeah, again, this is White Belt Wednesday. Please go help out a white belt. If you see Josiah struggling with the technique, go help him out. You see another white belt can't do the move, help him out. They got their pants on backwards, help them out. Can't tie their belt, help them out. And do that for me, do it for Ollie, do it for Ben Askren. That's what I like to say. So we got a couple stories, just like I said. I'll just do my best. Again, I'm on here. That's where I'm seeing the comments. I won't be able to see my screen. I won't be able to monitor with my screen, so that's just how it is. Unfortunately, I gotta get a secondary screen. So, again, I'll let you. If you guys have any tips for the channel, nothing's too big or small. Hopefully, I'll try to see how to implement that. Let's see. Hopefully, you guys can see me. And we'll just go about our day, bro. We just go about our day like we normally do. I know you guys. Hopefully, you guys can see that. There we go. So bad news, everybody. Bad news. My girl, one of my girls, Kennedy Blades, she lost in the quarterfinals. Team Japan is good. Team Japan is good, man. I don't know what else to say. They hit her with that low single. I gotta watch the rest of the match, but she got hit with that low single. And Kennedy got long legs, and man, not much she could do, guys. Them long legs got caught. So I believe I don't know if she got teched or what. If you guys don't know tech, in wrestling, if someone scores over 10 points on you, 10 more points than you, then they just end the match. I don't know if you guys can see. Can you guys see her in the background? You might see a dog jumping up. We'll see. You might see a dog jumping up over there in the background, messing up the bed. You gonna mess up the bed? There you go. You might see her in the background. You see her? You guys see her? There you go. That's Bella over there. Bella, don't mess up that bed, okay? We trying to keep it clean for the stream. They said the bed was dirty and messed up. That wasn't my fault. So yeah, I was a little sad to see my girl Kennedy Blades got man, the thing is she's so good. She should be beating all the girls. She did go down in a weight class. I believe she's 76 kg, and she went down to 68. But unfortunately, man, she should have won the Olympics. She should have won this world championship. So I don't know, man. It doesn't make any sense. She got all the skills in the world, all the abilities in the world. It just don't make no sense. Kennedy Blades still has a shot at bronze. She's being pulled into the repage, which is third place match bracketing, and will compete tomorrow for a shot at the podium. Come on, Kennedy. She should have been in the finals. The Japanese girl was good. She hit her with that low single until the Americans start studying the low single. I don't know why the Americans don't study the low single. You guys know you're going to have to fight Japanese fighters, and they all go for a low single, especially to the right side. Come on, everybody. What you guys doing over there, Team USA? I'm not a wrestling coach. But it doesn't take a wrestling coach to see the technique. Well, I mean, the details of the technique, but I mean, the strategy. If you understand grappling, I think you understand some of the strategy. And then if you study wrestling, you're going to understand the strategy behind wrestling. So it seems to make sense to me. If you're fighting a Japanese fighter, they're going to go for a low single. Be ready for that. Have some defenses for that, So that does suck. I'm a little upset. But on the flip side, if you guys clicked on the thumbnail, we got Helen. We got a lot of Helens. Helen and Helena. Helen Morales is over here. She did it. Good job, girl. I'm still happy. I was down, but then I was back up. Says Helen Morales. I think that's how you say her last name. I always mess it up. Claims her 4th world title. What a legend. Shout out to her. She won Nogi Worlds too. Josiah said Max Hansen ain't gonna win another Nogi. She won Nogi Worlds. I think Max Hansen could win Nogi Worlds, but she definitely won Nogi Worlds, a blue belt. She might win it at purple belt, maybe, unless someone grabs her leg. But shout out to Helen, man. I'm proud of her. Proud of you. Respectfully, always respectful. Mushmaster said he's gonna slide in your DM, so be on the lookout for that message soon, Helen. He wants to work a little bit of judo with you. Mushmaster, where you at, Mushmaster? He might be working right now. But shout out to her. After I finish the stream, I'm gonna watch a lot of the matches. You had Helen, Alex. Is Alex still out there fighting? Is she still out there competing? It's quiet today. It's all good. Marley was right. Josiah says, if Max wins, I'll apologize to Alec and Alakazams. Josiah, you gotta stop betting against me, bro. Josiah, stop betting against me, bro. Why are you betting against me, bro? But again, shout out to Helen. The Team USA. How many goals is that? Is that 1 goal? I think the men only had 2. They had 2 goals. They had Zahid and Trent Hidley. All right, so we got 1 gold. What other medals do the men? I think is there only 2 gold medals for the men? I think there's only 2 gold medals. Okay, so we got 1 gold for the girls. Kennedy, there should have been 2 golds for the girls. Kennedy, and you know what? Kennedy is the same weight class. Is she the same weight class as No, she's not the same weight class as me, is she? Jason Whitfield, where are you at, bro? Everybody working now. They not used to me coming on the stream this late. Anyway, Helen, Helen good, man. Oh, there's Mushmaster. That should be Mushmaster out there. Hey! Mushmaster, you need to be out there with her, man. Yeah, that was last second. Inside leg trip. Her and Victoria be working that inside leg trip for real. And that's judo. Helen basically did mostly judo. They say jiu-jitsu is basically just judo. Now wrestling basically just judo. Is everything judo at this point? All right, Mushmaster, you go for Helen. I'll go for Victoria. We got to tag team them. Respectfully, of course, respectfully. She be doing that inside. Is that the same match?
Area gets back into the center.
Is that right, Trip?
Has the trip. Can she get control? A takedown will win.
Yes, she
and
does.
Helen Maroulis with the takedown. 2 seconds, 1 second. Here comes Sun right back, and that is it. Maroulis has done it. Maroulis with both feet in the orange passivity area gets back into the center.
Is that right, Trip?
Has the trip. Can she get control? A takedown.
10 seconds. God, dog. Mushmaster in love now. Mushmaster. Mushmaster in love now. Victoria be doing that inside leg trip. Is that it? Let me see. Where does she do that? There we go. They be drilling that inside leg trip. Hey. Victoria, I need you to get back out there and compete some more too, girl. Come on. Hey. She could take me down. She had me right in guard. Uh-oh. Now, I'll probably triangle her, though. Respectfully. Hey, yo, Mushmaster. So, yeah, I'm all for the cross-training between the wrestling and the judo and the jiu-jitsu. We need to get everybody together. I mean, Amit and Mika kind of setting the precedent over there. It says, breaking news. 4 athletes are announced for Who's Number One. Mushmaster, you said you don't want to do that? I guess you didn't have the best. Mushmaster said, I don't want to do Who's Number One no more. Would you do ADCC, Mushmaster? What about CJI or something? So let's see. I don't know. Some of those. I don't know who those athletes are. I know Balea is. He representing that Who's Number One. Balea got a show this weekend. I might watch it. Is it on Flow? Mushmaster says, I'm all in judo right now. That's true. I want to see Mushmaster go to the Olympics, man. Come on. Dorothy Slipper says, today I watched Eric Muniz versus Duarte 2023. Is that at Worlds? The way Muniz plays one-handed lapel guard is incredible. Where Eric can do whatever he wants. You know, you watch Eric Muniz at Worlds, he be playing around. Everybody else trying their hardest to win, and he be over there just flow rolling. It's crazy, bro. Yeah, it's not fair. He be flow rolling. He be messing around. Yeah. Except when he fight Nicholas Mergali. Something happens to him. He just can't beat Nicholas Mergali, though. We got Trey over here. What he got to say?
Athletes for the WNO30 open weight bracket officially signed and ready to be announced. The first 4 athletes are going to be Declan Moody, Achilles Rocha, Dante Leon, and Michael Sainz. We still have 4 more athletes to announce, so now's you guys' time to drop a comment, tag your favorite athlete. Who else do you want to see in this bracket? Because we're announcing the final 4 here soon. We got the first 4.
Who's that? Who's Michael Sands? Who's that?
And ready to be announced. The first 4 athletes are going to be Declan Moody, Achilles Rocha, Dante Leon, and Michael Sainz. We still have 4 more athletes to announce, so now's you guys' time to...
Who's Michael Sands? Dante about to get crushed. Did he not see Declan Moody destroy my homeboy Ryan Aiken out there? Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know, man. Says, who's that dog in the background? That's Bella. She on the bed. She on the stream. She chilling. Messing up the bed. Yeah, that's Bella. She chilling. Yeah, I don't know. Dante probably shouldn't be out there. Who's oh, is that the kid from... That's the kid from he's from Miami or something. What are you doing out there? Are they any good? I didn't really watch their match. I didn't really. Josiah says, cool dog. Yeah, she chilling. She good when she inside the house, but when she go outside the house, she crazy. Really, really crazy. It says Declan Moody, Michael Sands. I've seen that kid on the flow grappling. I don't know how good he is. I don't know everybody. Dante Leon, he definitely undersized. And Achilles Hosha crazy. Amor Fadi says, a lot of these guys are unfamiliar with you and do not know you are high level yourself. That's true. We don't know. I don't know everybody. I'm old. I'm old. Some of these guys are new. Most of those guys are new. Dante Leon, now I know Dante Leon, and he's old. Well, it's crazy because some of those guys, J-Rod didn't know who Marcelo Garcia was. So I don't feel that bad. I don't feel bad. If you don't know who Marcelo Garcia is, I don't feel terrible. They're not going to know who I am. That's okay. They don't know who Marcelo Garcia is. They don't know who Roger Gracie is. They don't know nobody. I'm not upset. These kids nowadays don't know nobody. All they know, the past, 10 years, all they know is Craig Jones, Danaher, and Gordon Ryan. I blame Flo Grappling. Sorry, Flo, I do like you guys, but I do blame you guys for that. You guys need a bigger team and cover more people. And even I know some of the people, but then there's different crew of people. There's like the Europeans. There's new up and coming Europeans. There's new up and coming Brazilians. I don't know all the Brazilians. I don't know all the Europeans. I don't know all the Asian kids coming up. There's so many people coming up in the sport. Like what's the kid that won? He just won EBI. I didn't know that kid. Now Josiah knows that kid somehow. How do you know everybody, Josiah? Josiah says, I'm sorry, but how can you not know who Marcelo Garcia is? Well, I know who he is. J-Rod didn't know. J-Rod didn't know who Marcelo was. And Renzo Gracie's right next to Marcelo Garcia Gym, MGA, right there. Right there in the city of New York City. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. He in his own world. He's in his own digital world. He got a harem in that digital world. He got a whole different life. He got kids. He must be playing The Sims or something. Dorothy Slipper says, J-Rod too busy chatting with and making pics with AI to know who Marcelo Garcia is. That might be true, allegedly. Josiah says, Landon Elmore, watch him from PGF. Kid is going places. Yeah, we never know. There's so many good kids. I always say just be consistent. If Landon keeps being consistent in ADCC and some other events, he's going to do well. I blame Kokorian. Well, what the heck was Kokorian doing? He might have taken that kid lightly in the finals. Why are you taking that kid lightly, Kokorian? You messed up, Kokorian. I like Kokorian. He messed up. Can we all agree to that? He messed up. Ain't no way you should be losing to that kind of kid, Kokorian, and you trying to be the best in the world. You trying to be the champion of UFC, BJJ, and whatever else. Man, you got to beat them kids up. Nah, you got to beat them kids. I ain't saying that kid ain't good, but you need to put them kids down. Put the boots to them. Now he got to be all embarrassed and stuff. I'd be a little embarrassed. He didn't even make it to overtime. How do you not make it to overtime? That's wild, bro. That's wild. But sometimes them kids are good. Them kids good. It happens. It happens to the best of us. But I think Kokorian, you want to be the best in the world, you got to stomp them kids, bro. That should have been Kokorian should have won that. That was his night. He beat Grippo and some other people. He should have won. He beat that other kid that you like, Josiah. Didn't he beat that kid? The Hafiela kid, whatever his name is. Someone says, what is the obsession with open weight matches? The old lie of smaller man beating a bigger man is just that. Let it go. Make good matches at weight. Small guys can do well too. It's hard though. I'm not sure who else is going to be on this card. It might be okay. The only bad thing about this card is that it's in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Hafiela that kid. Anybody can have a breakout evening, especially at that level. Any person can have that breakout. And usually it's just a little bit of confidence. You get that confidence boost. Landon, he tapped out that Bryce Mitchell guy. That was his confidence boost. He was like, all right, I can take this. I can win this. And sometimes you be doing better than you should do. Somebody said I was yapping on here, but man, I feel like we got a good flow. I'm interacting with the chat. I'm covering some good stories. Made the bed. Well, I didn't make the bed, but the bed is made. Dog is tired out, tuckered out. I did a good job today. I'm happy with myself. Dorothy Slipper says, I know I said it before, but Pittsburgh is awesome. Okay. Yeah, but who's going to Pittsburgh? When you go to Pennsylvania, who's going to Pittsburgh? I've never been to Pittsburgh. I don't know if I ever will. Let me stop before I say something bad. We got RV. The guy with AP. What up, AP? AMP. Mushmaster. Who are you sponsored by? Them Mushmaster, or are you sponsored by VHTS? Or were you sponsored? I think wasn't it VHTS that got you? I should have got a sponsorship with them. I should have got a sponsorship with them. Let's watch the video and not talk about I guess they're designing a gi or something. I don't know what's going on. Can't play that music. Can't play that music. Is that a train in the gi? You know, they do some different designs over there in California. It says, picking up from my last post, besides adding the trains to the belt rank, we also made sure they showed up on the gi. This time, the idea was to give you space to get creative and put your own spin on those trains. There's nothing better than customizing your gi and taking it with you onto the mats. Like I mentioned before, it's not every day you get the chance to work with an artist who's paved the way for so many others and even helped countless people get to where they are today. Marley, what's up, bro? Yeah, late start today. He says, Dorothy Slippers says, designing a gi. That's got to get Travis Tool Belt Stevens on the case. Travis, you know what, Travis? He making a good, honest living, you know? He not selling out the Moneyberg. He's not, he just doing a good, honest work. And I respect that. Marley says, yeah, late start, brother. A welcome surprise, yeah. So today's going to be, we're not going to go too long today. Tomorrow, regular stream, whatever regular time I be streaming, 10 o'clock, 10:30, 11. Friday, no stream, but I might do a stream on Saturday. Just for you guys. I'm traveling on Saturday, but I might, just suck it up and do a stream on that Saturday. Dorothy Slipper says, oh, God, NYC Subway homage. Very original. Should get a Giuliani on that gi. I'm not sure about this gi, but you guys like this stuff. Where's Quan at? Quan loves AP. Marley says, gonna have your stream on. I'm in Spanish class. Mucho, mucho. Go study. Yo tiene estudiar. Okay, I get my French. I get French and Spanish mixed up all the time. All right, so there is a train on the belt. Why is there a train on the belt? Let me zoom in. There's a little outline of a train there. Quan, where are you at to defend this? Sans is from Alpha, Miami. Why? Oh God, why Miami got to have an Alpha in it? He crazy. Oh, I thought he's not from Fight Sports. Is it Fight Sports adjacent? Alpha Miami. They got staff and ring room over there. Marley's laughing. Dorothy Slipper says, if you get French and Spanish mixed up, you speak Catalan. Oh, okay, I do. In those border countries, French and Spanish, French and German, French and Italian. Everybody be speaking some weird languages over there in Europe. You'd be like, what the heck did they just say? And nobody knows. Marley says, those belts are going to be overpriced for detailing. No one else but the wearer is going to notice. Well, that's what those people that wear AP like. Quan, where are you? Because, Quan be collecting this stuff. I'm not sure if he can collect this stuff anymore since he got married. But before he got married, he would collect all that stuff. Amor says, I mean, some of the commenters who, not knowing Marcelo is insane. Yeah, it happens. A lot of people don't know. They don't know who Marcelo Garcia is. Whose fault is that? Is that Marcelo's fault? Or is that the news media's fault? Or is that the individual's fault? I don't know. Not my fault. Flow makes them have recency bias. That is true, but we got such a high turnover rate. Churn. People get their white belt and blue belt, and then they jump off the face of the earth. They don't know who nobody is. Again, they do have a small team. They might need to increase their team. I feel like Flow Wrestling does a little bit better job of, knowing the history, promoting the older athletes. That's one reason I really like that Rudis brand, the Rudis Wrestling brand, because they always do collabs with the older athletes like Kenny Monday and, Jordan Burroughs and athletes like that. And you know what? A lot of the flow people they're pretty young themselves. They're young, but also they're lower belts, so they didn't start training till like 3 years ago. They've been training as long as Moneyberg, so they don't know everybody in the sport. Dorothy says kids have no respect these days. Yeah, no respect. That is true. No respect. That is true. Okay, they got the train on all the belts. I'm not sure if I'm feeling that. Where's Quan at? Whatever I have, I need Quan to defend this. Of course, we talked about Mr. About to say Travis Stevens, Gable Stevenson, Gable Stevenson. Yesterday we did a lot about Gable Stevenson, so we got him back. If you mess with Craig Jones, he's gonna come after you. He's gonna come after you. Rule of thumb: leave Australians alone. Everybody, don't go after those Australians, because they verbally they are on a different level than us verbally. Jason Whitfield says Sanz is a -66. Oh God, what is he doing out there? I don't think it's gonna go well. Not when Declan Moody grabs him by the neck. Everybody's doing that move where they grab you by the neck. I wouldn't sign up for that. Toe J Simpson is is brilliant. Yep, I said leave Craig alone. Everything from Australia is venomous, even the people.
There was a look in the eye of saying, "Hey, can you do something for me?" And that's about all. There was a look in the eye of saying, "Hey, can you do?"
Man, my man Stevens, my man Gable, bro. I can't defend him. I give up defending him. I ain't gonna risk my reputation defending Gable. Where's Seth Daniel said that Craig was a liar. I didn't mean to say that. Seth Daniel did not agree with my statement that I thought Gable was lying. He disagreed with me. What do you guys think? Again, everybody, people can see your comments on that screen. Just no, Marley, spoilers. No, Muhammad Ali. I didn't see that. Where the heck did you see that at? Muhammad, no. I was like, Muhammad looked like a specimen. He's a monster. I thought he was just gonna win easily. What happened? Oh no, Marley, no. Why were they fighting on a Wednesday? Was it yesterday or today? No, that's terrible news. First Kennedy Blades, now Muhammad Ali. What the heck is going on? I just saw it on my YouTube feed. Yo, what up, Alec? What up? I'm off work. Oh, we got the after works. We got people after work. You guys be watching me while you should be working. You guys listening to me while you should be working. What's going on, everybody? We had a late start today. She lost in the quarterfinals, so now she's going to be in the repage tomorrow. She, if you fight a Japanese fighter, be ready for the low single leg. That's all I'm asking. I don't know, man. She don't be competing well all the time. Sometimes she's a killer. She kind of reminds me, not of a little bit of John Jones. Sometimes she's a killer. She be suplexing people, getting 5 points, and other times she just can't get it done. But I guess that's the life of an athlete. Marley says, I would say I'm sad, but she's dating that rugby dude. No, she's not, so I'm not too tired. No, what rugby dude? From Iowa? No. Kennedy, no. Kennedy, we got to talk. Send me a message, Kennedy. I might need to slide her DMs, actually. He says, I had a chance before. Like I had a chance. I might have a chance. Dorothy Slipper says, those Japanese can wrestle. Kenta looking dangerous in the J Chin Road to CGI 2 video. I didn't check that out, but yeah. I mean, Kenta, he's good, man. I mean, you go to Japan to wrestle with those really good wrestlers, you're going to come out okay. Yeah. Oh, no. Kennedy Blades and now Muhammad Ali. God, dog. I wish why couldn't it have been Gable Stevenson? We would have been celebrating. If Gable Stevenson had lost his match, we would have been celebrating. Let's see. Why did Mikey come up? The first name. How does he spell his name? Did he take his account down? What's Muhammad's MY or MH? How does he spell his name? Muhammad Ali. I don't know why he spells it weird. ALY. Jesus Christ. Oh, there we go. Muhammad. How did he lose this fight? He should have won that fight.
Dead tree. Wait till you see Muhammad Ali.
When your parents give you the name Muhammad Ali and you become a pro fighter, it's probably a lot of pressure on your back. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the legendary Muhammad Ali, man. But this kid, Muhammad Ali, is an interesting prospect because a lot of y'all have heard this guy is a world champion jiu-jitsu guy, but he hasn't had to use any of his jiu-jitsu in any of his fights because he's coming out here. He's not just knocking these guys out. He's getting devastating head kick knockouts. And he's such a physical specimen that I feel bad for the guy that finally gets to find out what his jiu-jitsu is like. A force of nature. Look at that physique, man. Look at that size for the weight class. And he looks like a real striker. Look at these head kicks, man. Like, that does not look like some jiu-jitsu guy who just learned the stand-up. This looks like a guy with a kickboxing background. Look at this spinning elbow he hits Jared with. Oh my God, the timing on that. Spinning kicks, flying knees, punches in bunches. Like, this dude looks like the real deal. I think Muhammad Ali is going to go out there and you're going to see a world-class jiu-jitsu guy win the fight via devastating knockout. Dana's going to be like, kid, you're right up my alley. Get your ass over here. You're in the UFC.
Oh, man. Why couldn't it be Gable Stevenson? Is that the same video? Oh, that's a couple weeks ago. He didn't post anything from the last fight? Contender Series? Who else got a live stream where they be sitting here? They be sitting here looking for researching over here. Aw, that made me sad, man. Dang. Bro, this GCVD stuff don't work to Jean-Claude Van Damme? Yeah, it does. Just on TV. And then everyone clapped. When he lost? Or when did people clap? Dang it, bro. Oh, no. He got the contract, too? He got the contract? Is this the guy? Is that Muhammad Ali right there?
I ain't been able to see you since my last season, man. How you doing, brother? Man, I've been incredible, man.
No, that's not him. I thought that was him. Let's see. Oh, man. That's the worst. Today sucks. I'm sad. I'm sad. Is that the guy? Oh, no. Why was he striking? Why the heck was he? Let me send that to my homeboys. Why the heck was he striking over there? Yeah, I got my homeboys over there. Send that to my homeboy. Why the heck? You're freaking black belt. Why are you striking? Mushmaster, what do you think, man? What do you think, Mushmaster? I'm upset. That pissed me off. What the heck was he striking? His hands were down, too. Why don't these guys all pay to train with Cormier? Why are they standing up striking? Because they want to get that bonus point, the bonus check and everything. God damn it, bro. Sorry, excuse my language, everybody. It's Family Channel. The heck was he? His hands were down. You're not a striker, bro. You're not a freaking striker. I know you knocked someone out. That don't make you a striker. Let's see. He put his hand. Let's watch where he put his hands down. At least they saved him. Oh no, he got caught with that hook. Quan, you missed the AP. Quan, you missed all the AP stuff. Quan, you missed all the AP. I was calling for you, Quan. We were looking at the new gi with the train on it, and I was calling you to defend it, Quan. You know what I'm talking about, the AP gi. Quan said never mind. Quan, no, Quan, you gotta defend the AP, bro. Come on, Quan. What you gonna say about AP? You know what? Quan knows exactly what I'm talking about. Dang it, bro. Why was he out there? Listen, man, you know, I thought I was going to do MMA back in the day, but Quan said, your striking's terrible. And you know what? I was like, you know what? He might be right. I said, Quan might be right. Let me listen to him. I'm not going to do that MMA stuff. And long story short, I ended up live streaming. I was like, Quan said, man, your striking not good. I was like, dang, Quan, for real? Quan said your striking ain't good. I was like, dang, okay. And you know what? I didn't argue. Usually you guys would argue. I just listened to him. I was like, you know what? He might be right. I better not do that. Because I could have ended up like Muhammad Ali out there. You guys will be reacting to me getting knocked out. Dana White. Dana. Oh, no. Muhammad Ali, you guys, listen, some matches you ain't supposed to lose. Kennedy Blaze wasn't supposed to lose today. And Muhammad Ali wasn't supposed to lose. All right, well, yesterday, basically. I'm sorry if I missed your. Why don't these guys? Yeah, they need to train with Cormier. Stevenson need to train with Cormier. We'll just play that in the background as I read some of the messages. Quan says, oh, yes, another one jumps on the sweet UFC bandwagons. Can't wait to see Ali in the Octagon. Oh no. Quan, no. Quan said, never mind. Quan, this fight game, you know, people be supporting you. Got knocked out. Well, never mind. Oh, that's sad, bro. Damn. Says, dang, that's unfortunate. He'll be back. Maybe. Danny Chopper says, hey, yo, Alec just stopping by quick. About to do my first judo comps Sunday. All right, let's do it, Danny Chopper. Be careful out there. About to have a blast. You know, if they throw you, take the throw, man. Don't fight that throw. That's what J-Flow says. Quan says, I just got on here. Didn't realize he got bodied. Yeah, I didn't know either. Marley spoiled it for me. Dorothy Slipper says, no sane person wants to get punched in the head more than once. That referee saved him pretty fast, though. He's like, man, yeah, you got knocked out, bro. I'm okay, brother. Brother, I'm okay. I'm okay. Bro, you've been knocked out for a good 15 seconds. I'm okay, brother. I'm okay. Oh, no, he definitely was out. I'm okay. No, you weren't. The referee saved you, bro. My man had his head on the canvas. He wasn't doing nothing. Luckily, those punches weren't too vicious on him. He got hit with that hook. Couple down punches there. Oh, got punched on the back of the head too. Yeah. Ugh. Quan says, I hate that collab. Quan, we got to get you working with AP. Can we set that up? Jason Whitfield says, striking coaches get into these grapplers' heads and they think they have to prove they're Bangkok ready and not MMA ready. That's what I said about the Rotullo twins, but Jason Whitfield didn't believe me. Jason Whitfield said, that's what I said about the Rotullo twins. Jason also says, Kennedy Blaze had a knee injury coming into the match. Kennedy does not get teched in the quarters of the world. She looks slow and uncertain. But she looked good in the match before. When was her knee hurt? Why didn't she tape it up? She should have taped that thing up. Her coach put a little bit of icy hot on that knee, but that wasn't enough. Isaac, what's going on? He says the ref reeked of booze and cigarettes. Let the man fight. My man was out of it. He out there, he's slow. He would have had some more brain damage. Danny Chopper says, LOL, well, at least you know Quan, a real homie for that. Quan will tell it to you. Quan will tell it to you. Quan will tell you. He's like, man, I don't know, man. And it's up to you to listen. I'm sad today. We ain't going to stay on the stream too long. I know you guys got stuff to do. And I'm already tired. Says someone get Helena a competent social media manager. Her mom's her social media manager. Who do you think's ordering those risque leotards and spandex suits? That dog knocked out back there. Says they are dressing this girl up in goofy outfits and having her pimp out gambling apps. Mikey's also pimping out those gambling apps too, but we're not going to mention that too much. And shady crypto trading apps. She got to make some money somehow. Let's keep her off OnlyFans. Guys, go donate to Helena. Keep her off OnlyFans, please. Said the comments on her ads are gross and mean. Uh-oh. She could be selling all kinds of products to the parents of BJJ kids who have a ton of disposable income to buy their kids plushies and hair ties or whatever. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Yeah, Helena, don't do that OnlyFans. Do the product. Instead, this poor girl is peddling shady crap that she probably doesn't even know is shady crap. Mikey, what about Mikey? What about Mikey? Let me see. You guys know I'm slow. I gotta read the comments off the phone here. Josiah says, "Heck no, Helena shouldn't be on OF." I'm saying the same thing too. Now some of those jiu-jitsu girls are on OF and got sponsors, so CP knows a couple of them. Respectfully, not in a weird way. Sorry, CP, if I get you in trouble, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. If Yasmin's watching, I didn't mean it like that. Yasmin. CP is nothing but a pleasure. Isaac says, you watched the boxing match on Saturday. Crawford was in the Matrix. Well, that's what happens when you master the fundamentals. I keep telling you people to learn. I tell Josiah to learn the fundamentals. He don't want to. He want to learn how to berimbolo. CP says, mouth is zipped up. CP says, what's up, everyone? Checking in from the land of cheese and chocolate. That's true. They got CP saw me spend about $100 on chocolate one time. CP got a video of me buying $100 worth of chocolate, people, and it was good. It was delicious. Josiah says, "What's up with the BJJ female athletes being sexualized? I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm not a girl. I don't understand it either. Now." This sport, you don't make a lot of money, so we're seeing a lot of people selling out. So some people might be with Moneyberg, some other people might be with the other dude, some other sponsor dude we don't know about. So I don't know why. I'm not saying every girl is sexualized in this sport. Girls like Adele, Sarah Gaval. I'm trying to think of some other professional girls. Fionn, she does some risque stuff too. Who's a good person that's not doing nothing crazy? Anybody sponsored by Hyperfly, they're gonna do some stuff. They're gonna have some videos and pictures. CP, who's some good role models for the ladies? Josiah says, I'm learning the fundamentals. That's true, but I said master the fundamentals. CP, who's some good role models for the ladies? I can't think of any right now. Younger. I say Sarah Gaval. She got married early, pretty wholesome girl. Maybe the Funegra girls. Maybe Jessica Khan. I can't say Jessica. What's the other girl? Elizabeth Kelly. I don't know about Elizabeth Kelly. I don't know if I can say that one. Who else? Some other good girls. There's some other good girls out there. Cassia. She been posting a little bit more stuff though. Who else? Gabrielle. She's a good role model. She keeps her clothes on, and thank God. Keep your clothes on. Just focus on the training. So if I missed something, I'm sorry. Dorothy Slipper says they weren't sexualizing Muhammad Ali, talking about look at that body before they set him up for a knockout. They were glazing him a little bit. But to be fair, Muhammad Ali is a specimen. He looks like he came out of a test tube. He looks like he's from Cuba. I mean, he's from Brazil, but he looks like he's from Cuba. Josiah says Nicole Matthew has a fight on Saturday on UFC Fight Pass. Who's that? Josiah says I gotta master them fundamentals. We all do. You just gotta keep working them. CP says Bridget McLeese, I messed her last name up, was just here presenting at the University of St. Gallen on leadership. There we go, people. Dorothy Slipper says nobody sexualizing Adele. Listen, you don't know who. Have you not seen jiu-jitsu guys before? Have you not seen jiu-jitsu guys? Especially guys from Brazil. Man, guys from Brazil. Them dudes from Brazil, they don't care what the girls look like. I'm sorry. Them guys from Brazil don't care. They don't care. Oh, man. I think I like her, man. Jason Whitfield says Gabrielle is a good role model. She actually taking care of her, her neighborhood. She giving people rides, giving people money. Isaac says Roxanne Modafferi. Okay. Michelle Nicolini. I don't know. Michelle Nicolini, you sure about that one? Is that the one that's fighting MMA now? Or the old school girl? Danny Choppa says, I'll do my best, Josiah. If anything, I got to prove us jiu-jitsu peeps can do takedowns. We don't. You guys know CP's a black belt in judo, right? Without touching their legs, of course. Nah, that's old school judo. Basically just judo. Brenda Larissa. Okay, Brenda Larissa. Okay. Josiah says, you don't know Nicole Matthews? She's a BJJ athlete. I don't know every person, bro. She's a BJJ athlete. You know how many BJJ athletes there are? She just competed at Jiu-Jitsu Masters, and she's also owns Method Jiu-Jitsu in Jersey. Oh, I do know of her. I think I do know. Is that the big, is that the Method? I might know that. I might know who that is. I might know of her. Dorothy Slipper says, Brienne St. Marie, also good role model. Okay. When I say good role model, I mean they got to keep their clothes on too, people. I'm not saying Brienne got her. We might need to check her social media out, but she might be a good role model. But I want them to also keep their clothes on, if possible. CP says old school. Oh, the old school Michelle Nicolini. Are you sure? Are you sure, CP? Brienne St. Marie. Let me check out. I'm gonna check out everybody. We're going to see. Because everybody's saying so and so is good. We'll come back to you, Helena. I want to see now if they got any bikini pictures or anything. Okay, we're not gonna stay on there. Brienne might be okay too. She's Canadian. That's why. Josiah, you're Canadian too, right? What are you? You're something. Are you from the islands? Where are you from, bro? We research on this show, bro. We don't just listen. I ain't listening to everybody. Who's that? Welker battles for bronze. All right. Hey, good job. I was so sad today. Kennedy Blades. Made me sad. CP says, don't go to Claudia. Don't go to the Claudia Gadella advice rabbit hole again. Were you there for that episode? Oh, you're Grenadian. Were you there for that episode, CP? Well, I blame Craig Jones for finding that. How did he find that? And why did she post that? That's insane. Jason Whitfield, what's going on over there on that OnlyFans? Yeah, Claudia, is Claudia a good role model, everybody? I mean, she is an executive, right, for UFC BJJ. She is an executive. So don't go following these girls being creepy. All right, we just got a little quick check on your social media. Make sure. All right. Okay. Okay. It looks pretty wholesome. There we go. She is wholesome. There we go. She got the seal of approval. Now she got her body hanging out a little bit, but that's okay. She in the water. She ain't thirst trapping nobody. All right. I'm giving Brienne St. Marie the pass. Good job, Brienne. You are a good role model. We said Michelle Nicolini. Uh-oh, you might lose this one. CP might lose this. I think CP might have lost this one. Yeah, we're not looking up Claudia Gadella. That ain't gonna happen on here. You got get the channel taken off for provocativeness. I know that's not a real word. Danny Choppa says, LOL, I'm so sad today is a line I probably said every day this week. Oh no, I'm sorry, bro. Jason Whitfield says, what everyone on this stream just realized is that both guys and girls are scumbags, and they wonder why jiu-jitsu can't get traction. You know what? I don't want us infecting the rest of the world, really, with our craziness. All this autism, autism, whatever we got. Sorry, CP, I didn't mean to call anybody out with that. But people kind of crazy in this sport. Arthur D, he says, bro, I'm catching up on today's live stream. The part where Ali got knocked out and you were yelling, why did he strike? Was hella funny. You're sharpening your stream style. Nah, I'm just chilling, bro. Yvonne Duarte, first female coral belt in BJJ. There we go. Yeah, them old school girls are pretty good role models, though. No offense taken. Okay. Sorry, CP. Michelle Nicolini. She pretty wholesome right there, but is that a thirst trap, CP? CP, is that a thirst trap right there? I'm gonna click on it. Yasmin, we're just looking for research purposes. Yasmin, is that a thirst trap? All right, all right. Not too bad. Little slight thirst trap right there. Slight thirst trap. She just showing off her home. Who is that guy? That looks like Gorilla. That's not Gorilla Hands. Okay. All right. Slight thirst trap. Slight thirst trap, CP. Slight thirst trap there. I'm going to go down because I feel like she got some other stuff on here. All right. She got a slight thirst trap. I got a feeling she got some other stuff on here, though. Uh-oh, CP. Is that CP? CP? All right. Slight thirst trap. Another slight thirst trap. Little slight thirst trap. All right. Okay. She can still be a good role model, though. She can wear whatever she wants to wear. Is that a thirst trap, CP? Slight thirst trap. Okay. She might be a good role model. Okay. She could be a good role model. I'm just saying that there's a couple thirst. Some girls can put out a couple thirst traps. You can have a couple thirst traps out there. That's fine. That's fine. That's okay. Slight thirst trap right there. All right, I think she gets the pass for me. She's getting the pass for me. She's gonna get the pass from me. Okay, she's gonna get the pass from Alec over here. Yasmin says no. You're stretching. Are you sure? Yasmin. Guys, just so you know, be on your best behavior because CP got his girl on here. I don't know. It is a slight thirst trap, though, right? That is slight thirst trap. Slight thirst trap there. But I'm going to give her the pass. I'm going to give her the pass. Well, they got different standards over there in Switzerland. They got some different standards over there. In Europe, they a little bit more free. Danny Choppa says the difference between Alec saying it's for research and others. Alec really doing research. Yeah, I'd be scrolling down. Yasmin says, no, you're stretching. I think it's slight thirst trap. This is a family. Yeah, this is a family show. As I'm looking for the thirst traps. Claudia has a foot and elbow show later. The theme is powder, sugar, and goats. I'll let you know how. Oh, God, dog. No, keep that to yourself. But send me the link later. Once it's done. All right, I'm gonna say Michelle Nicolini. We'll give her a pass. We'll give her slight thirst trap. Yasmin's from Switzerland. They be doing some different stuff over there. All right. Okay, let me get out of here. Let's get back to Alina. Yada yada yada. Instead of this poor girl peddling shady crap that she probably doesn't even know that is shady, is she making life-changing money? Then more power to her. But I have a feeling they're ripping her off on top of it all. I hope her parents didn't spend all that money she just made. She actually might owe her parents for all the, taking care of her and all that stuff. Her parents probably took that $100K. Her parents took that $100K quick. Helena, you got to pay the family back. Someone says it's 100% her parents. They have marketed her. Let's say you guys saw her mom at the tournament at CGI. That was her mom that did her pigtails, put her pigtails up. Let's say a certain way to get as many eyes on her as possible. Her mom gives off big-time evil stepmother vibes. Clearly her real mom, though, because they look so similar. Helena looks just like Danaher. She's Danaher's daughter. CP says, talking about thirst traps, whatever happened to the guy who made the Tinder for BJJ app? Yeah, what happened to that guy? Whatever happened? There was an app like that. I remember that. Dorothy Slipper says, Amit's thirst trap with all those singlets on. Amit ain't thirst trapping nobody. Nah, we good. She ain't really thirst trapping. She pregnant, bro. Let's leave her alone. Says her mother looks like Danaher. I'm picturing her family as just Danaher in various costumes. She's got a little cousin who's balding at 8 and it's just Danaher with a lollipop and propeller hat. Even the dog is Danaher, like the LeBron commercial. It says, I can't say that. Bro, she is marketed a certain way and is trying to sell to crypto bros. It's gross. Yeah, I don't really know what she's doing. I don't know. Can I have a say in that? Should I just shut up? I don't know if I should really say anything. I don't really feel like that's my place. It says the thing is, there are a ton of people involved in BJJ. The Rogan folks in particular have a lot of crossover with both BJJ and crypto. From a purely cynical, short-term perspective, it makes sense, but in the long term, it's setting her up to be a Hawk 2 girl 2.0. The Hawk 2. Her mom makes the outfits. I don't think her mom makes those outfits. What is up with all these delusional parents, Cravar and Dorian? I've heard Dorian. Let's go ahead and throw Mika Galval's dad in there. Melky Galval. You know he a little delusional. Yeah, I don't know, man. If you meet enough parents of high-level athletes in any sport, you come across those types all too often. Sad. Says, yeah, my 5-year-old daughter does BJJ, and I've tried to further encourage her, showing her Helena, but the outfits are jarring and inappropriate. Yes, Helena, I want to say Helena could be a role model, but she could easily become a bad role model for the young girls. What do you think, Yasmin? How do you feel about Miss Helena right now? Yasmin, I'm asking Yasmin. Yasmin, jump on the chat too. She's tough as nails athlete. She's a tough as nails athlete. The outfits feel demeaning and very dubious. Crypto stuff is scummy too. I was going to say have her follow the Rotullo's sister, but she's a model. Uh-oh. We ain't following no model. Actually, who's that? Respectfully, we're gonna do some research. I want to see who the sister is. Oh, she is a model. That's their sister? She don't look like them at all. Could be genetics. That's the sister that's on the Taynor? That was the sister. Is that the sister? Oh wow, I didn't know that was her. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that. I've seen that girl on, they put her everywhere on Taynor. Yasmin wants a super fight against Helena after she wins Nogi Euros this year. Let's go. When is that? October? It's in Rome. Man, I need to get out there. Yasmin, let's go, Yasmin. You gotta avenge Nia, Yasmin. Let's go. Let me. You want a Rotullo? Let me be a Rotullo. Well, if you marry the sister, theoretically, if you marry the sister, you could take her name. You could become Josiah Rotullo. Mushmaster says, that's the Rotullo. Yeah, that's the sister. Look, bro, we be researching on this channel. Who else doing research like this? And it's not creeping. We're doing research, right? Yes, we're doing research. CP says, the timing works. It's right after Helena fights Sula May. Is that in Polaris too? That's the sister? Yeah. Is she using a Rotullo name? Naya Rotullo. Okay. She don't really look like her siblings, but what do I know? I ain't asked. She might be underage. Be respectful, everybody. It says, are Ty and Cade? I don't know. CP might know. I think they're Puerto Rican. What are they? Costa Rican? Something Rican. I don't know if they might have a different mom or something. I don't know. Yeah, they might have a different mom. I don't know if that's their mom. That's the kids. It might just be genetics. Genetics be working crazy. Yeah, well, that's a very old picture. Can you guys see that? Let me move it over. I'll zoom in a little bit. Can you guys see? Yeah, that's an old picture of my screen's too big. That's her with the Rotullos. I'm not sure. I don't know what their family is. I have no clue. CP says, an important question. Do they identify as black? I don't know. Now, if you look at their features, they have different dads. Oh, no. Okay. They got the same mom, but different dad. Okay, I thought they had different mom. Okay. Well, their dad, yeah, who knows? Genetics is crazy. CP, I don't know. I'm not sure. I believe Ty got him a little chocolate sister down there somewhere. Dorothy Slipper says, who's winning, Helena or Fionn? I'm always going with Fionn, for real. Now Helena looked good at CJI. She did a good job. She was cheating against Adele though. Can we all agree to that? She was cheating with the hair in the face. But she was attacking more. She was attacking more than I'm going with Fionn, but Fion's retiring. She's masters. Helena's like just turned 20, 19, 20. Fionn got a school, she got not tattoos. I'm about to say she got tattoos. She's got responsibilities. Helena ain't got nothing to do. She over there sponsored by crypto. That's not even a fair comparison. As far as do the Rotulos identify as black, we're gonna have to get them on the live stream and ask them, as I don't know. I'm not gonna put no words in nobody's mouth. Yeah, they might have a different dad or something. What? No, they got the same dad. Might just be genetics. I mean, genetics is wild, huh? CP, that's how your kid gonna come out. CP, CP. I'm sorry, bro. That girl's way too young for us to be looking at her. Let's jump out of there. I'm sorry. We were just doing research. We weren't trying to be creepers or anything. Now I believe Mr. Ty got himself a hello Ty. What? Who's that Ty? Who's that? Who's that over there, Ty? Jason Whitfield says Rotulo bros, they have Italian mom and a Puerto Rican father. Somehow they got all the Puerto Rican. How did they didn't get no Italian? Where did the Italian go? Bro, I thought they were Dominican. They might have some Dominican in there too. I mean, what's the difference between the Island Bros? CP, what you saying, bro? CP says, do they identify as black? I don't know. Well, he got him a chocolate sister right there, so the kids might be. Not to be racist or anything. I'm just observing. CP is my diversity expert. CP, am I saying the right thing, CP? Let me know, CP. Am I being insensitive? Let me know, CP. Yo, my man. Uh-oh. He on the horse with the girl? He in love. All right. He in love for real. I know Black Poppy. CP. You guys know my CP in charge of diversity on here. Mushmaster in charge of judo. CP in charge of diversity and inclusion. With Josiah in charge of, what are you in charge of, Josiah? Greeting people? Jason Whitfield, my fact checker. He in love. If you on the horse with the girl, you looking at the sunset, you in love. All right, that's true right there. My man gone. Yep, look at him. All right, I see you, bro. I see you, little cuz. He happy. He happy right there. So yeah. Josiah says, I forgot. Josiah just he's just a genuine nice person on here. All right, man. We see you, bro. I'm happy for him, man. CP says, I support Mushmaster's opinion. All right. Let's not get into that too much because it could be a whole different live stream. CP, when you gonna start your live stream? Mushmaster said he's gonna start his live stream, but he not gonna be on the camera though. He said that. I think you should though, Mushmaster. For everybody joining us, the bed is made. I got some feedback that the bed was messed up. Now look, the bed is made. We're good. We already elevating. Can you guys see the bed being made? There you go. Got Bella on there sleeping, knocked out. Now around 6 o'clock, you guys gonna see her moving around. Around 6 o'clock, you guys gonna see her moving around. I might have to feed her at 6 o'clock. Bro, I thought they were Dominican. Yeah, they could be Dominican, Puerto Rican, Dominican. Come on, it's very similar. If they're Puerto Rican, I'll explain the diverse shades between siblings. It's possible. Genetics says it'll happen as soon as the dissertation. It'll happen as soon as the dissertation is done. All right, CP, get on that, man. Get that PhD, brother. Someone says, I think it's her parents. How she stands on camera is weird. I don't know. It looks sexualized. But not as if she was doing it herself. It feels forced. I mean, where do kids learn? Where do you think kids learn that stuff? They don't know that stuff. She don't know somebody's coaching her. Says also, I feel like if she learned how to do her hair, things would be better. It could be a bun or simple braids. Sarah Gaval is about the same age, exactly the same age, but it gives a very different vibe. It feels like her parents help and guide her, but don't control. You know, her parents Brazilian. Brazilian parents ain't going to control you too harshly. The Brazilian parents, they so chill. And they from California. You know they chill. Yeah, they chill. Her parents black belts. Now Helena's parents, I don't know if they train. Sarah has already gotten married and shows more maturity when it comes to her public image. Cause they're, I don't want to say she's religious, but maybe that being religious has something to do with it. She's got a strong community out there in about to say Brazil, in San Diego. Her teaching kids classes likely contributes to it. Well, I think Helena coaches kids too. Jason Whitfield says, did you guys just say what's the difference between two countries that are thousands of miles apart? This is a tough stream today. You're telling me Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic? I'm saying they're pretty similar. What's the difference? Okay, they cook their plantains differently? I know there's some other differences, I know. Calm down, Jason Whitfield. I'm half Dominican. I'm not half Dominican. I'm 1%. I'm 1% Dominican. When I go to Orlando, I become Dominican. You gotta be Puerto Rican or Dominican when you go to Orlando. All right, Jason Whitfield. I'm sorry. He's like, I feel offended. Says, ain't she like 19? Wow, can't imagine getting married at that age. Well, all these kids are getting married pretty early nowadays. Look at Mika and Amit. They're 19 or 20. Puerto Rican has American citizenship. That is true. Now, do they get treated like they're American? I don't know. There might be some arguments there. They definitely been treated poorly in Puerto Rico by America. Jason Whitfield says, culturally and food preferences, Puerto Rico uses the U.S. dollar. Dominican Republic uses goats. All right. I mean, shoot. The goats can carry you a long ways. Dominican Republic doesn't. Goats. I'll take a couple goats. You can put them goats to work. You can eat them goats. You can milk those goats. You could. Them goats. Now, if you want to return on your investment on your dollar, you got to invest that thing. It's going to take a while. I can put them goats to work the next day. I can have them clearing the field. I can sell the milk. You can sell the meat. You good. You can sell the goat. You can just sell the goat outright. Hey, you want to go? All right, that'll be $200. Good. You're right there. And you know what? That goat gonna hold some value forever. Somebody always gonna need a goat for something. She's a generational talent, but everything about her presentation is schoolgirl tinged cringe, and you can't blame her at all at her age. All the creepy comments from old guys. Guys, don't be creepy out there. Always gets liked by her account, like disgusting old men saying so sexy. All right, that ain't right, people. That ain't right. She's too young. You shouldn't be doing that to anybody's page. I can't figure it out. She's surrounded by such level-headed and mature people. Yeah, I get it. Sarcasm. I'm glad we're all on the same page. I was worried for our community there for a little bit. Not enough people hate Gordon Ryan. Jason Whitfield loves Gordon Ryan. Craig Jones. Oh, wait. To be fair, I was talking about more professional jiu-jitsu in general. Outside of people like Lackland, the whole scene is like middle school. The switch from Brazilian machismo to teenager Instagram culture didn't really elevate things. Craig Jones is beginning to be the worst people in professional BJJ, and sadly ends up being one of the best by default. I don't know what that meant. So yeah, I don't really know if I should comment on this Helena stuff. She doesn't need to do all the risque, sexualized stuff. I think she would do well. They said just making some products, hair ties, plushies, shirts, apparel, leotards, whatever. She can make more money than doing that than having to sexualize herself or But if it's coming from her parents, we can't control that. What are we gonna say to her parents? They from Bosnia or somewhere. She definitely could use some help. Her social media is just uncomfortable in general, and I can't put my finger on what it is. She's super talented, and I love that she's bringing more girls to the sport, but everything feels robotic and unauthentic coming from her accounts. Her interviews are slightly better, but I generally chalk up that awkwardness to being a teenager with little to no experience in normal social settings outside the gym. That could be true. Dorothy Slipper says, my research says Fionn needs to keep competing because school ain't going to pay for all those slip fill. Oh, hey, listen, we don't slander Miss Fionn Davies on this channel. She good. She got sponsors. It looks like the school's doing well, so I think she's gonna be busy. She getting paid well. We liver eye. What is that? What does that mean, Josiah? Gerald says, I don't understand why her accent is like that. She's Bosnian. Her accent is stronger than my son's, and he's in Sarajevo. Her parents probably got an accent, so that's where she picked it up from. I think I'm not sure what generation. They might be just first generation immigrants or something. It's because they're making her shield things she doesn't know or care about, and things far beyond her maturity level. Particularly as someone who grew up in a non-traditional way, she's uniquely positioned to be a massive resource for teens and kids, and they keep marketing her like a 25-year-old BJJ dude. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It says it's money pure and simple. Whomever is managing her mom, is asking themselves, how do we make the most money with this girl? Nobody makes megabucks with their BJJ alone. So they look at how women make a lot of money with social media, and the answer is spicy stuff. OF, let's keep her off that, please. And or shady stuff, crypto. She probably doesn't care about anything other than BJJ, so she lets her managers manage and makes the money. It says, for me, it's the lack of enthusiasm and emotionless face and eyes. Well, she's Eastern European. She almost looks dead inside. Oh, God. That's how Reddit people look. She does not look uncomfortable, or she does not look comfortable at all, and everything feels forced. I don't know. Maybe. Don't say that. That's a terrible thing to say. It's for sure her mom. Every time she loses, there's a whole post about why she lost, and it's full of excuses. That's for sure her mom as well. Helena seems super cool in all the interviews she does, so I don't think it's fair to give her grief knowing that her mom controls her social media. Gerald says, she's Serbian. I read she was born in Vegas. Well, she's still around Serbian people. Helena, and they got a strong accent. Helena is not from Bosnia. Okay, Serbian. Okay. Her family is from. Thank you, Jason Whitfield. Oh, Jason Whitfield, like, why are you messing up? Jason, I messed up. I make a couple of mistakes. I said I did say she was Bosnian. To be fair, aren't they close? Bosnia and Serbia. They might be enemies. They might not like each other though. Jason Whitfield, jump on me quick. Her family's from Serbia. She's first generation American. Okay. Jason Whitfield, give me a break, bro. You be jumping on me too fast, bro. I say remunerate. I be saying the wrong word. Jason Whitfield jumping on me. Calm down a little bit, Jason Whitfield. Let me make some mistakes, bro. Gerald says, my son spent 99% of his life in Bosnia, and don't talk like that. Well, maybe she didn't have YouTube and stuff to watch. You know, some of the kids in Europe, they watch YouTube and pick up American accents, but she does have a weird way of talking. I'm going to blame her parents for everything. Jason Whitfield jumping on me. All right, Jason Whitfield, I'm making mistakes. Calm down. Vegas, yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I mean, does Vegas... What do people from Vegas sound like? She seems mentally stunted, low-key. Smart girl, but something's off. They say that about everybody. Her parents are weird. I'm pretty sure they are the ones that told her to strut around back and forth before her matches. Who knows, bro? Who knows? Who knows what's going on? People talk about this sport like it's MMA. BJJ is not popular. A lot of people you see sponsored by BJJ gear, they are paid in merch. I don't do that. It's hard as heck to make money in this sport. Just be glad she's not on OnlyFans. Well, you guys kind of driving her towards that. Says, I get the point of view that the sport isn't popular, but she is popular within the sport. She definitely could make money and have influence no matter so many better ways. I think she's on the wrong camp or in the wrong camp for this type of advice, though. Such a great opportunity to be like Mary Lou Retton for the sport. I don't know who that is. Jason Whitfield, let me know. But let's be real. The sport is riddled with terrible examples to follow. That is true. We got no shortage of terrible people in this sport. Mushmaster says she's just trying to be a star. People gotta let her cook. Yeah, but that's a slippery slope, especially with the younger girls. It could easily spiral out of control. It could easily spiral. I'm hoping she stays on not the straight and narrow, but I hope she don't make no bad decisions with the wrong people. And stay away from the Brazilians, for the love of God. Jason Whitfield says Bosnia and Serbia 215 miles apart. Oh, in America that's nothing. I live in Georgia. That ain't nothing. 215 miles. I can't get from Atlanta to Savannah in 215 miles. You can't get through Florida in 215 miles. You can't get past Texas in 215 miles. Now, Europe, that might be far apart. But that's close enough, Jason Whitfield. Just like Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic ain't that far away either. How far are they away? They can't be that far. Jason Whitfield, why are you jumping on me, bro? Why are you jumping on me today, Jason Whitfield? I said Bosnia and Serbia. I know I'm pretty sure they don't like each other, though. That was my bad. Wasn't that from the 90s, though? From the 90s, late 90s at least. Jason Whitfield jumping on me. Jason Whitfield says Mary Lou Retton is an Olympic gold medalist from 1984. That was way before my time. For a while there, she was the darling of American gymnastics. All right. Was she is the gymnastics too? The darling of American gymnastics. Dominican Republic. Jason Whitfield got the AI. Jason Whitfield, how you got all this AI stuff coming up? He says they are 1,900 miles apart. Okay, that is pretty far. Really? They're that far apart? I didn't realize that. Okay, that's a little bit farther than 215 miles. How many hours by plane is that, Jason Whitfield? Because you got the AI going. That's pretty far. A couple hours at least. 4 to 5 hours, possibly. 4 hours, 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours flight. Okay, that is pretty far. She is mildly autistic and was homeschooled. A lot of your favorite grapplers were homeschooled. So I'm sure at some point her education suffered. Yeah. She's surrounded and mentored by people who did the exact same thing. The whole New Wave crew is just socially stunted, unintelligent, and uneducated children who have greedy families and coaches to support. That's pretty accurate. That is accurate right there. I never put that together. Mushmaster says, weren't Bosnia and Serbia Yugoslavia? Uh-oh, Mushmaster. I don't know about the geographics. I do remember them not being too friendly to each other. So they might have been the same country at one point, or at least next to each other. Jason Whitfield, are they next to each other? Should I just stop asking Jason Whitfield and look it up myself? That's too hard though. I gotta talk. I gotta keep yapping. So the consensus is that Helena's parents are weird, and they're kind of making her do all this stuff. Someone says grapplers have short careers. She's 18. If she's getting millions of dollars or whatever, that's lifelong security. However, that's unlikely. She made a little bit of bank a couple weeks ago, but I hope she hasn't spent all that money. But I'm not going to begrudge people one injury away from losing their careers for financial security. Says this isn't surprising at all. Her teammates had those shitty sandals that were marketed with videos of almost naked women. Maybe that's the overall mindset at the gym. I definitely see a correlation there. And did you see how Danaher suited up for a wedding? Jesus. That whole gym is just it's not doesn't seem to be balanced. You can't have all people with autism all over the place. Jason Whitfield says it's less than 45 minutes by plane from Dominican Republic to Puerto Rico. Wow. You sure that's 1,900 miles, though? How is that 1,900 miles? And they can do that in 45 minutes, Jason. Is that right, Jason Whitfield? That can't be right. You said it's 1,900 miles, right? You said Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico are 1,900 miles, and they do that in 45 minutes? That can't be right. That can't be right, Jason Whitfield. Something's wrong. That can't be right? Is that right? No, that's not possible. That's not possible, Jason Whitfield. How is that 45 minutes and 1,900 miles? How fast is that plane going? What kind of plane, what kind of jet is that? Wait a second. Yeah, what kind of jet? What kind of jet? It take me 4 hours to get to California. I think that's 2,000 miles. Wait a second, Jason Whitfield. Mush Matcher says, these dudes on Reddit spend too much time talking about a barely legal girl instead of training. Them guys don't be training. My advice to everybody on Reddit, go train. Go get your ass kicked. And stop talking about other people. Now, it's okay if I talk about other people, because I do respectfully. We talked about IMG Academy. I believe this is in Florida. But they're adding a wrestling program. So, shout out to them. They got some money over there.
These facilities. We started by seeing their brand new indoor dining area that has 5 restaurants, including a Wahlburgers. Then we saw their basketball arena, which has a full-on jumbotron and suite level seating, which of course has the best view of the entire court. We saw all of their weight rooms. They have 3 different ones. 2 are over 10,000 square feet, and the other is inside of their indoor practice bubble. They have 56 tennis courts, yes, 56 on campus, a 6-field all-turf baseball complex, and 4 of their fields are fully lit up and look especially amazing at night. But the craziest part has to be their student housing. This is their main housing building. It has a pool.
He said, what'd they find? The Blackbird from X-Men? Yo, wait, but Jason Whitfield, you said 45 minutes in 1 hour. Or you said 560 miles an hour. How? That's 560 miles less than an hour. 45 minutes less than an hour, right? How are they traveling 1,900 miles? Jason Whitfield, make that make sense. Says the Bama, yeah, what they flying in? They teleporting? How'd they get there that fast? Wait a second, Jason Whitfield. Something ain't mathing up. Is the time difference? What's the time difference over there? I don't know about that, Jason Whitfield. I don't know about that. That don't seem to math too well with me. Josiah is surprised. How are they traveling that fast? Because they plane travels 560 miles per hour. What's 1,900 divided by 560? That's like over 2 hours. No? Well, maybe it is. 1,000 1,000 miles in 2 hours, right? Yeah, it's over 2 hours. Man. Dorothy Slipper says, did they say they got a Wahlburgers? They feeding athletes Donnie Wahlberg meat? I'm not training there with that nutrition plan. 1,900 divided by 560 is 45? Okay, apparently so. From what this flight itinerary says, it's around an hour. Okay. Wow. Isn't that pretty fast, though? Wait, my plane don't travel that. Whose plane is traveling that fast, Jason Whitfield? Is that normal? Is that a normal speed? That doesn't seem right. Or maybe it is. I guess so. Okay. It didn't seem right, but apparently. All right, Jason Whitfield, 45 minutes by flight. That's not too far. 1 hour by flight, that ain't too far. All right. That's not too far then. So it's close. Are you, Jason Whitfield? Are you suggesting that that's close? 1 hour by plane. All right. It says direct flight from DR to PR is 1 hour 15 minutes. Okay. So I guess there's different definitions of close, because in the modern times, that 1 hour flight is pretty close. It's not that far. Now, if we're going back to 500 years ago by boat, that would be pretty freaking far. That's pretty freaking far. So yeah, I'm not sure. Let me play this one more time so we can actually hear.
Tennis courts, yes, 56 on campus, a 6-field all-turf baseball complex, and 4 of their fields are fully lit up and look especially amazing at night. But the craziest part has to be their student housing.
So you can see that dog's moving, right? Okay, 6. Let me go feed this dog and I'll come right back, everybody. If you jump off the stream, I understand. Let me go feed this dog. She like to eat at 6. She old. She old person. Let me go feed this dog. I'll come back. If you guys jump off the stream, I understand. Let's see if I send something. Can I leave you guys with something first before we go? Nah, let me just come back. I'll be back. If you guys jump off the stream, I completely understand. I won't hold it against you guys. I'll be back. I'll be back. Let me go feed. Jason Whitfield was jumping on me, but he was right. 45 minutes to an hour 15. All right. That's crazy. 1,900 miles, bro? How is that possible? I'll be back. Hey, you guys can hear me? Test, test, test. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I pulled my microphone out. Shoot, what the heck going on? Okay, we were talking about Puerto Rico. We got to do a trip to Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico. Who wants to go out there? I got the connections out there. Jason says, anybody a hacker on here? I feel like we should hijack the stream over and disrespect. We should hijack the stream over the disrespect. So just thinking we're not going to revolt. Jason Whitfield, I go away for 2 seconds. Jason Whitfield ready to revolt. Jason Whitfield ready to revolt. What happened, Whitfield? Because I said Dominicans similar to Puerto Ricans? You guys all eat plantains? Come on. It's all good. Let's do a Colombia trip. Who says we can't do all the places? Eventually, I want to do like I don't want to say a traveling show, but I want to get out in America. And maybe South America, Caribbean. Do a little trip. You guys know I Show Speed. He be out there streaming in real life. That's what I want to do. I'll get my boy Jeff. He one of his dreams is to travel America. So maybe we'll do that, stream it. Hopefully we don't break no laws and get in trouble. We probably will break some laws, but as long as it's all wholesome. Remember, this is a family channel. That would be cool. Colombia trip. Yeah, bro. I got a connection down there in Colombia, too. I'm not sure if it's Medellin. Yeah, it might be in Medellin. Uh-oh. I would like to do some meetups, too. That might be kind of cool. Maybe I can set something up one of these days. Or maybe do a live show. Wouldn't that be cool to do a live show, have people in the audience, having Jason Whitfield in the audience correcting me? Wouldn't that be amazing? Josiah's in the corner. Having Josiah in the corner, greeting people. Yeah, that might be kind of cool. Again, if you guys have any tips or anything you would like to see on the live stream, you guys can let me know. I'm open to ideas. Somebody gave me feedback to make the bed. Look, the bed is made. We got some progress being made over here. The bed is made. The bed. Can you guys see the bed? The bed is made. Look, the bed is made. The bed is made. We accomplished something today. Yeah, we might have to do a Colombian trip. Hey, I'll go. You guys know they almost got Craig Jones down there in Colombia. I guess it was real. Whew. Hope they don't get me. I'm too like, I don't trust. I'm gonna see somebody got my cup right there. I'm gonna see, I'm gonna have my back turned. The cup's right here. Yeah, I'm gonna have my back turned. They're gonna like sprinkle something in there. I'm like, wait a second. What the heck is that? I'm not gonna drink that. Yeah, I ain't letting nobody touch my drink. You think I'm gonna let somebody touch my drink? Nah, I'm gonna drink my drink and that's it. I ain't gonna let them touch that stuff. Jason Whitfield says live stream. I'm not sure how well it will do with Josiah creeping in the corner. No, he's gonna be greeting in the corner. He's gonna be greeting people in the corner. Josiah, why Jason Whitfield coming after you now? Josiah, why he coming after you, bro? Why he coming after you like that? Jason Whitfield, Jason Whitfield, he ain't at work right now. That's why he coming after everybody. We got the after work show today. For people asking me what I'm drinking, I have some tea, some peppermint tea. With some honey. It's good for me. Josiah. We got the Houston show. Yeah, we gotta do a show across America, man. We'll pick up Mushmaster too. We'll raise some funds for judo for the Olympics. USA Judo ain't raising the money. We'll raise some more money. I'll raise some more money than USA Judo possibly. Yeah, IMG Academy. The only reason I brought this up is because they're adding a wrestling program. So that's going to be cool. It says it also costs $90,000 per year. So that's what it said. Someone said 65. But that's what Helena only made $100,000. She couldn't afford to go there. So just remember, there's some real money out in this world, man. We think we got some money with $1 million. Some people making $1 million a month. He says, is Mushmaster trying to qualify for the Olympics? Yeah, bro. Yeah, judo. We're trying to get him in the judo Olympics. Mushmaster, let me know when we need to start fundraising, brother. Bro, we'll do some live stream fundraising, bro. We'll get some money somehow. We'll get it legally. We'll get the money legally, Mushmaster. Now $65,000 a year. It says some athletes get all this for free. You gotta be good if you're recruited to play there. It says depends on the sport chosen. Day tuition plus or minus 20K compared to boarding. Oh, so okay, that's still a lot of money. Yeah, I ain't gonna go there. Says this is a college prep boarding school, not a high school. Yes, a difference. Okay, I didn't know it was a prep school, a boarding school. Someone says losing my excitement for BJJ after having a family. Is that you, Mika Gabal? Mika, you losing your excitement after having that baby? Oh, he hasn't had the baby yet. All I know is that, man, life is tough, and you add a new life into your life, that's gonna be rough. I didn't know I was rhyming, but it is rhyming. Postpartum, prepartum. What is it? What's prepartum? What? Jason Whitfield, what's the term for before the baby comes out? Either way, it's going to be tough. The hormones, first pregnancy that we know of from a meet, new parents and young parents. It's going to be rough. A lot of cultural differences. She Jewish, he's Catholic. He's Brazilian, she's American. They got a lot to overcome. I'm hoping he doesn't become a baby daddy, and I'm hoping Amit doesn't become a single mom. That would look terrible. Mika Gaval, don't make us all look terrible to the wrestling girls, please. Someone says, been training for 7 years now. 1 stripe purple belt. I was super addicted to training my first year, training 3 to 4 classes a week with open mats 1 to 2 times a weekend. Once I got my blue belt, I slowed down. That's most of you people. You slow down once you get that blue belt, but still train 3 times a week. Then I got married and moved 30 plus minutes away from my gym. And cut down to twice a week due to the long commute. He says 30 minutes was a long commute. That ain't no long commute, bro. 30 minutes, you could be in Puerto Rico. No, I'm joking. It says, then our son was born, so I took a year break to focus on the baby. This is going to be Mika Gaval. Supporting my wife and getting used to our new life. When I got back to training, I surprisingly wasn't that jarred to train anymore. The day a week I train, I don't see my wife and baby from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. due to having to leave right after work to make it to class. By the time I get home, the baby is asleep, so I miss out on time with him. This is only going to get tougher as we have more kids and they get older. Mika Gaval, here you go. I said I would stick it out a year, training once a week, and see how I felt. Why don't you train on the weekend, bro? Or morning, train in a morning class. On the plus side, I feel like I maintain my skill, if not having slowly improved. I'm not competitive with the guys who train 5 times a week, but all the other casuals I do pretty well with. Jason Whitfield, he says antepartum or antepartum. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Refers to the entire duration of the pregnancy itself leading up to the event of the childbirth. Okay, there we go. I didn't know that. Thank you, Jason Whitfield. I'd be learning stuff on this stream too. Feel decent. Also, other workouts still don't compare to post-rolling filling. I just hit the year mark and still don't have that fire for training like I used to. You tired? I definitely don't get the social fulfillment I used to when I was at the gym all the time. I'm still able to lift and run 3 to 5 days a week without it interfering with the family. Maybe I'll stick it out longer. Maybe I'll take a break until my kids are old enough to train. You ready to quit, bro? Or maybe I'll just hang it up for good. Come here. Come here. There you go. Good job. Need to go outside? Huh? Give me 1 second. She got to go outside. Oh, brother. Kid, I got a dog, and this dog, I can't imagine having a kid. All right, bro. All right, I'm back. Yo, Mika think he gonna train like he used to train? No way. It ain't gonna happen, bro. It ain't possible. How he gonna train the same? He probably should have waited to have that kid, bro. You still, well, he has accomplished a lot, for real. But what do I know, man? I just need to shut up and read my stream. Take care of my stream. Yada yada. This guy don't want to train no more. Man, if you can't train once a week, why you trying? Someone says it's okay to quit for a bit. Maybe you can come back with your son down the road. Just bring your son to training. Didn't somebody say that in the chat? They said, I'll just bring my kids to training. You can't bring no infant to training. You can't bring no 1-month-old to training. You can't bring no 2-month-old to training. You can't bring no 3-month-old. Now, maybe once they hit 6 months to 8 months, maybe. I don't know. I don't have kids. What do I know? You might have to wait a year for that kid to be ready to go to the gym. The reason so many drop out before getting a purple belt is not because the sport is particularly hard, but because most young men go from being single and young to building careers and having families. 7 years is a long time, and if you think about what you're doing 7 years prior to starting jiu-jitsu, I'm sure your life looked different. I personally think you should keep training, and whether at your current gym or another, I have met enough people in my time that tell me, man, I wish I kept training. Yep, that's how it goes. This season of life will pass like all others, and you will hopefully have a great sport to share with your family in the future. Something I noticed I know it's hard for new parents, but don't give up your hobbies, people. Don't give up all your hobbies. Steve Kwan, shout out to BJJ Mental Models. He says, this is normal. It's okay if BJJ isn't the most important thing in your life. That's true, but you don't give up your hobbies, everybody. Make it work somehow. And make sure your wife can get to her hobbies too. You guys got to keep something. Keep something that keeps you grounded. Someone said, I had this happen a few times through my training, college, marriage, kids. Sometimes it takes a while to get excited again, but maybe your life changes, your priorities do too. That doesn't make it a bad thing. That's true. I mean, I don't know. It's normal. It becomes tedious around purple and brown. Try to train earlier too. I don't like to train at night anymore. It messes up with family time. Yeah, morning class is for the dads. Jason Whitfield says, he obviously doesn't want to train. When he started jiu-jitsu, it was new and exciting. Now we have something else that's new and exciting. Priorities change. It's okay. The thing is, once you start quitting everything left and right, I mean, what kind of backbone do you got? What you stand for? If you love that sport and you got your blue belt, your purple belt, and now you're ready to quit, what you standing for? Like, you got to stick to something, please. People, stick to something. If you drop everything, I'm not saying don't take care of your family, but you still need something that grounds you. Your wife is going to need her hobbies too. If you quit all your hobbies to focus on the kid, you're not going to be happy. I'll tell you that. Well, some people do want to just focus on their kids. That's true. But not everybody can just focus on the kid and that's it. I don't do nothing else but take care of the kid. Because that kid going to get older too. What you going to do when that kid get older? And your skill is going to be atrophied. Get back to me when I have kids, but I'll be old by then. Listen, I'll get everything out of my system. That's my game plan. Get everything out my system first. Get all the competitions out the system. Get all the training out. Well, not all the training, but, all the super hard training out the system. Someone says, I don't train in the evenings anymore due to family time and kids sports. 11 a.m. class has been a game changer for me. I can train on my lunch break 3 times a week and not miss out on my kids. Why can't he find a different schedule? Why can't he just change his schedule? I just gotta quit. I know they got a 6 a.m. class and a 5 a.m. class and a 10 a.m. class and an 11 a.m. class, but I just gotta quit. It's not gonna work. My family, my wife. Man, get out of here, bro. Oh no, somebody else. He doesn't want to train. However, he can't admit it because of his belt and pressure he probably gets from teammates. That's the good kind of what is that called? Social pressure. I don't. That's not the right term. But that's the good kind of social pressure you need when you being a little lazy or tired. You need some motivation. Your boys, your training partners, they supposed to jump on you. Your coach's supposed to jump on you. Now, so you guys be jumping on the coach. The coach be like, man, come to training, man. I haven't seen you in a while, man. Make sure you train. You guys be upset. The coach trying to motivate you. People, this happens to me all the time. I don't even tell people to train anymore. I've had so many people snap at me. I'm like, man, what the heck, man? You got to train, man. And they get upset. And they ain't doing nothing with their time. It says it definitely helps peer pressure. Yeah, that is true. When it's done respectfully. Kyle Snyder says, new post clears the haters. So Kyle Snyder, he won the world teams. So no more hate from him. He can do no wrong until next year. All of his sins have been cleared. He didn't mess up earlier this year. He's good now. He is good now. That Olympic title. That world team title cleared his record off. He didn't get in trouble this year. He's all good. Jason Whitfield says, Alec, how many people have you seen come into class for 6 months then quit? These people will constantly come and go. And I'm okay with that. I've tried way too many times to get people to stay. Yeah. Well, I don't try to get anybody to stay anymore. If they I will pressure. The only people I pressure, a couple guys like my friend Quan. You guys the Quan in the chat. I forced him to go train when I was in Vegas. I made him go train. My friend Chu, I will make a couple friends. If I'm kind of friends with the people, I'll be like, hey man, haven't seen you. I'll give him I'll give him a little bit of pressure. Hey man, where you been, man? Come on, man. Especially if you get the purple belt or blue belt, come on, man. And you've been training for a long time. You gotta keep training. Now, if I don't know the people, I ain't gonna pressure them no more. When I was a coach, I had to. Hey man, you come train. Now, I just shut up now. Kyle Snyder was wrestling for his freedom. Yeah, now he can do interviews. He can talk. He can walk with his head high. Now before, when he got caught with his pants down and his singlet out, he couldn't say nothing. I should have gone to Final X. I wanted to heckle him so bad. Ooh, I should have gone. But I went to Jersey Open instead. I should have gone and heckled him. I would have got kicked out of there. It would have been worth it though. But yeah, he can do no wrong until next year. I can't bring up nobody knows what happened this year no more. He's good. He won the world title. Jason Whitfield says, with people like that, if it wasn't going to be a baby, it was going to be another excuse or a reason. Yeah, could have been a baby, dog, motorcycle, anything. Yeah, I guess Kyle Snyder's cleared of all charges. He's cleared of all charges. We forgive you, Kyle Snyder. Someone says, what haters are you trying to clear? Everybody that follows the national team knows he's one of the greatest wrestlers we've ever produced. What do you mean? He got not haters. He got people holding him accountable. Is that what they call a hater nowadays? Let's see. It says a world's oldest profession. The world's oldest profession charge is whatever. That's barely a crime and has nothing to do with wrestling. He said he was going to wrestle with her. No one's disputing he's one of the greatest to do it. What people despise is his masquerade, the dishonest way he tries to pass himself off as God's chosen disciple. All my wrestlers, all my athletes, when they get in trouble, they quote that Bible. That's it. Now, do they know what that Bible quote means? No, they don't know what the Bible quote means. But somebody told them to put that Bible quote on there, and that's what they're going to do. I might need a little bit more light on me, people. Let me know if I get too dark on here. Yeah, he got caught. He's not God's chosen disciple. Meanwhile, he was, yeah, that's true. He was just going to wrestle with that girl. He wasn't going to do nothing wrong. Says hardest battles to the strongest soldiers, or whatever John Jones said. Says the only hard battle Kyle Snyder ever had was trying to hide the bone cone when he was arrested in his tidy whities during the sting operation. You know what? They had to pull his pants up. That was embarrassing. He ain't never going to outlive that. They had to pull his pants up. Hey, you know you had a boner. He had a boner. He's like, sir, we're going to have to pull your pants up. Are you okay with that? And he's like, thank you, sir. Kyle Snyder had his wiener. His wiener was dangling out there. Why did he have his shirt on but his pants down and wiener out? Why was he doing that? He should have just got completely naked. What was he thinking? Why didn't he just keep his clothes on? At least see the girl first. He didn't see what that girl looked like. What kind of idiot just takes all his pants down? He was trying to get in and out of there quick. He thought, all right, I'll just get in and out. No foreplay, nothing, just in and out. But listen, he had a shirt on and his pants down. What the heck was he thinking was going to happen? Is that what he does with his wife? Says a solicitation for the world's oldest profession charge will get you banned from the IBJJ. Would it? Oh. Well, it didn't get him banned from USA Grappling. He got a slap on the wrist. What the heck? What the hell? Why he just have his pants? At least he had his shirt on. But I think he should have just committed. Why didn't he commit 100% of the way? He should have been out there like. Imagine he was naked. You walk in the room and Kyle Snyder's naked in there. You're like, dude, what the hell is going on? Where are your clothes at? At least wait and see what that girl looked like. That's all I'm saying. Jason Whitfield says, I wonder how long it took for Kyle to realize that the police were not. I wonder how long did it take for him to realize the police were not role playing. For a while, that he was probably like into it, like, yeah, arrest me. He was like, "Where's the lady at?" They didn't have no. Of course, they didn't have no lady officer there. But man, that's just wild, bro. You walk in the hotel room, this motherfucker, and you know everybody else probably had their clothes on. You walk in there, this dude, he's big. He's a big guy. He got his pants down, boner out. What the heck is he doing? I would have tased his ass. Get over here. I would have tased his ass. Get away from me. They had to pull his pants up. Ain't that embarrassing? Where's Kyle Snyder at? He ain't going to live. I'm not going to forget that, Kyle Snyder. I'm going to remember that. Kyle Snyder. I wanted to make a shirt. And you know what? Just blur the bottom out. Make the shirt with him with the, I don't know. He gonna have a top on and then maybe have the singlet kind of rolled down his ankles, but the middle blurred out. Oh man, this is a family show, everybody. Just remember that this is a family show. Family show. It says I am always suspicious of people who talk about faith and how they believe so deeply every chance they get. My wrestlers they abuse that all the time, especially when it's unprompted. Wrestlers for sure. For example, the wrestling mindset guys and many they interview. If you are a man of faith, good for you. You know, JB be talking about faith too. That's a personal thing. Proclaiming it to everyone does not mean it's true or that you follow any type of moral guidelines in life. That's true. That's true. That is true. He says, this after work show now. Man, this every show like this. I just need some good material. Now, if there's no material to work with, I'd be struggling. But if I got material, Kyle Snyder, Moneyberg, whoever else, if I got some good material, I'll just go at it. This after work show, everybody. Maybe we might have to do this more often. I'd be training normally at this time, though. I'd be training at this time normally. Yeah, Kyle Snyder. I can't. I for sure wasn't defending him. All right, Kyle Snyder, bro. I jumped on Kyle Snyder. Just give me some material to work with. I can go for days, at least for hours. How long are we streaming for today? I won't stream too long. We almost at 2 hours. Damn. As soon as I start ranting, I go for a long time. We got Howell Teague. Where's CP? CP still on the stream, or it might be past his bedtime. He about 4 hours. Yeah, it might be bedtime over there. He about 4 hours ahead of us. European time. Anyway, we got Howell Teague and this other guy. I don't know who the guy is. I don't know who everybody is. Josiah knows everybody. Jason Whitfield knows everybody, but it's one of the coaches, European coaches.
He took third in the under 99, and another one of your sponsored athletes who I don't know a lot about. Yeah, Moritz Hollensberger. He is Austrian.
Yeah. That might be the owner of Scramble. Something's going on with my earphones. But that might be the owner of Scramble, I think. Oh, my earphones are ringing. Hopefully you guys can still hear me.
Yeah, and he spent a long time training with Dara O'Connell at East Coast in Ireland. And yeah, he's been wearing scramble for ages and just like grinding, just like training, competing all the time. I think he went there without, obviously he himself knows how good he is, but it wasn't like Flow Grappling were writing articles about him or anything. And then just came out and had a mega performance. Yeah.
There's one more guy actually I wanted to ask you about. He took third in the under 99, and another one of your sponsored athletes who I don't know a lot about. Yeah, Moritz Kollensberger. He is Austrian.
Yeah, and he spent a long time training with Dara O'Connell at East Coast in Ireland. And yeah, he's been wearing scramble for ages and just like grinding, just like training, competing all the time. I think he went there without, obviously he himself knows how good he is, but it wasn't like Flow Grappling were writing articles about him or anything. And then just came out and had a mega performance. Yeah.
There's one more guy actually I wanted to ask you about. He took third in the under 99, and another one of your sponsored athletes who I don't know a lot about. Yeah, Moritz Kollensberger. He is Austrian.
Yeah, and he spent a long time training with Dara O'Connell at East Coast in Ireland. And yeah.
All right, we got another big European to watch out for. Got a lot of your big. Can you guys see me? Had to turn some light on back there. Looks a little too powerful. Yeah, I don't know. It's okay. I just needed some light on me. Another big European. I believe that's the owner of Scramble. So you know my Europeans, they love Scramble, bro. Scramble and what's the company that sponsors JT Torres? It's not Fuji. What's the company? Somebody will let me know. They do the gis, they do the bags. Not Essential. What's the name of the what's JT Torres' sponsor? Tatami. Yeah, Tatami. Yeah. Tatami's big in Europe. Scramble. There's some other companies that are big in Europe. I can't think of them now. But that's another big guy to watch out for. So when you see another big European dude tearing it up, that's you saw him here. You saw him over there first at Euro Trials. You got Margot Cicerelli. I like Margot, but she been going down the ecological route. Why is everybody going ecological? Huh, Josiah? Do you know the answer? So she's gonna show some stuff. Let's see what she got to say.
And it feels difficult to pull her elbow up or your opponent's elbow. Get a tiny little bit closer, but don't get so close that everything becomes difficult, okay? So I match her head, I pull the elbow, I'm twisting my arm. I'm stepping across, I want to wave my partner to one side, okay? I just want you to repeat this a couple of times, just so you're getting comfortable. Because again, I pull, you can see how I can move around the bottom, okay? This later, as we get more comfortable with this crossgrip, you can also start to see how I can attach myself to her body. See how I'm inserting my hand into the puppy of the collarbone? I switch to a wrist grip here, pulling to the left side rib cage, and my right hand is just posting on the left leg. But this again achieves the same thing, of putting more weight on the left side. So she starts to react to me. I already create an angle that is very advantageous for me that I can pass it up. Okay? Initiate with me for the.
All right, now I don't know if you should take advice from Margot in passing. I like Margot. Her guard's amazing. I want to do a video on her lasso guard, but I don't know about her passing. Now she does train with the Mendez brothers, but I've never seen her pass. Josiah says that's a good question. The ecological approach is good, low key. I've seen people do it, and they said it helped them improve their BJJ. Everybody says that, but is that true though? I mean, shoot, sleeping. If you sleep a little bit more, you improve your BJJ. You eat a little bit healthier, you improve your BJJ. You have a better diet, you improve your. You do some cardio, you improve your BJJ. I mean, is that really? So I don't think it's true. You know what? What I think it is happening is that they're actually using their brain. So a lot of these people don't be using their brain when they training. I don't know if you ever noticed that. But a lot of these people ain't using their brain. They just be out there. My sensei has us drilling, and it humbles me. Yeah, they be acting like drilling's this is inferior. How dare you? But listen, how are you going to learn judo or wrestling without drilling? I can't. You tell me how you going to learn. Have you ever seen someone learn takedowns ecologically? Have you ever, Josiah, you seen somebody? Yeah, they be terrible. And they almost be dying because they didn't drill. You know what? They didn't drill their break falls. How you going to do stand up? You can't. You don't know how to. You didn't drill the falls. You ain't got the muscle memory. So I'm wondering. And you know what? We always did positional sparring, what they call ecological, but you always had a goal, constraints-led approach, or even in drilling, you got to use your brain. Why do they think drilling is mindless? Why? Because they marketing to you. Why do you think drilling is mindless? Have you ever seen black belts drill? Now, you know, maybe some other people be drilling. They be turning their brain off. They moving like a robot. But when I drill, I'm actually thinking, okay, that doesn't feel right. How do I adjust this? How do I do that? You know, Joseph Chin be talking. He be, what is that called? Sandboxing or whatever he calls it. Tinkering. That's normal. He didn't invent that. That's normal. You do the move on your friend. Hey, did that work? Did that hurt? No? Okay, let me try it again. Now, they're putting terms to things that, you know, maybe some of us had to figure out ourselves, or, you know, maybe no one told us, or, you know, maybe you could say that's their you know, innovation. They're putting a name to the terms that, you know, maybe people were doing. We just didn't know. We didn't say. That might be true. But to outright say that drilling doesn't work, is not good, knowing full well people in judo been drilling, they've been drilling since Kano. People in wrestling been drilling since I don't know who. So that, to me, that means, you know, I'm thinking, what the heck are you guys? You guys don't know. And who ecological that's doing well? All you can say is the Corby Bros. Who else ecological doing well? You could say Grippo, but Grippo was already doing well. You could say maybe the Simple Man guys are doing ecological now. Okay. Who else doing ecological? Okay, Kevon. That's it. Kevon. BJ Mental Models, they kind of push that a little bit. And Standard Jiu-Jitsu. Who else does ecological? Josiah says, let me not say. Don't say nothing, Josiah. Jason says, I like having different approaches to a problem, especially if they are ADHD, like a lot of jiu-jitsu athletes. Well, that's who those ecological schools are marketing to. People that can't sit still for 2 seconds, can't listen to instruction, people that don't want to warm up. You know, all the ecological people don't really warm up, really. People that want to play games, and this is some serious stuff. Now, you can play a little bit of games, but you got to be serious in your practice. People can get injured in wrestling and judo and in jiu-jitsu. You think it's a game, got to play games left and right. And some of the stuff, you know, I talk to ecological people, and they think everything's got to be exciting and fun in training. And in my head, I'm thinking, that's not right. Some stuff has to suck. Some stuff isn't fun. Some stuff is monotonous. And you're like, man, why am I doing this? But I need to get through it. And in what athletic pursuit is everything fun? I don't know any sport where everything's fun. That you always got to do stuff you hate. Like, I hate doing that, but I know it's going to help me in the long run. But most of those ecological people, they don't want to do anything that sucks. I just want to have fun. They want to enjoy the best parts. All cake and no vegetables, no protein. They don't want to have the real stuff. Not everything can be efficient. Some of the stuff, you know, jiu-jitsu is a very inefficient sport. It takes so long to get good at. And I understand they want to make people really good quickly. But there's always going to be holes when you rush that. Millions of reps of uchikomi. I'm getting older, so I don't recover from hard sessions with brown and blacks the same way. Belts, the browns and the blacks, the brown and black belts. There we go. The same way as used to, but I could drill probably every day. Yeah, I mean, you could do. I mean, ecological. You could maybe do a kind of light ecological, you know, positional spar. But it is hard. It's, well, it's a little bit different with judo. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you could do judo without doing reps. How can you master a throw and all you did was play games? How? Can somebody explain that to me? I'm trying to figure that out. Talking about judo, we got Teddy Reiner, but I'll get to him in a second. Says the trial class guys when nothing else is working. Spaz breathing. 4-4. 10,000 elbows. Infinite thrash. That's what Josiah be doing when he's training. Josiah, I hope you're not making us look bad over there at your dojo. But yeah, these new people, they want to learn. I want to learn ecologically so I can spaz. That's all they want to do is spaz. And think about it. You let these people move around and roll, and they're not ready for that. They're not ready to be. They need to contain themselves. You need to contain those people. Don't let these new people be rolling all ecological all on you. Josiah says, "Nah, I'm training. Nah, you about to spaz, bro." Yeah. What's I about to say? Yeah. Ecological thrashing. I was about to say something pretty witty, but I forgot what I was going to say. Josiah says, "Nah, I'm training. Yeah, I'm trained." But yeah, these guys, they might hurt themselves training ecologically. I was about to rat Kevon out. Somebody broke their arm at Kevon's gym. Because some of his guys were rolling ecologically, I assume. One of the girls broke her arm. I'm not going to find the video, though. Jason Whitfield could probably find the video, but it's true. So don't do don't do that. You should do different approaches. You should always have different approaches. A constraint-led approach, yeah, okay. Ecological, okay. But don't let that be all you do. You gotta do some drilling. You gotta do some sparring. You gotta do some free rolling. You gotta do a lot of stuff to be good at jiu-jitsu. And they always trying to sell you a course. You know that. I don't want to talk about this kid. Let me go Teddy Reiner. Says French judo Olympic champion Teddy Reiner? I don't know. Jason Whitfield will jump on me every time I say something. Teddy Reiner, that's how I say it, wants to run for president. He might make it. He says ecological isn't proven for longevity, but you'll see 60-plus-year-olds, black belts training judo or jiu-jitsu. That's true. That's true. Where's ecological? Ecological, who? The only people you can say is ecological are the Corby bros. Rainier. Now that's not how you say a French name. Teddy René. They don't even say the R, do they? In French, do they say the R in French on the end? I don't think they do. Jason Whitfield. We'll see. Could he actually become the president? It's possible. Now, no jiu-jitsu person could become president in America. I don't think that would happen. Teddy Rainier. Dang, I can't say nothing. Jason Whitfield, you start your own live stream and you pronounce all these names. His political commentary extends beyond personal ambition. He views the current international situation as a catastrophe. Stay out of politics then. Describes France's political and economic state as very complicated. The champion advocates for a climate of calm and hopes that we could find solutions quickly. There ain't no solutions out there. It says the Corby bros gave up good engineering jobs for jiu-jitsu. They made a mistake. Well, the only thing that's good is that they have a degree. They have degrees, so they can always get that job. Corby bros, go back to your job. They thought they were going to win CGI. They didn't win CGI. They lost the first round. Go back to your job. I mean, they had some tough matches. They fought New Wave. But go back to your jobs. Make your mom proud. Josiah says, to be fair, I worked a 9-to-5 and I hated it. I understand why DeAndre and Gavin quit their jobs. But in this economy, they should have stuck it out. They young. What, they 25? 28? They might be 28. They should at least get your pension down. I don't know if they get pension at their job. Get something down. Maybe they saved up some money. Yeah, but DeAndre got a girlfriend. He got a wife, actually. If you got a wife, you need to keep your job. Now, maybe Gavin might be single. He can do whatever he wants. Gavin is young. I keep thinking they're twins for some reason. How old is DeAndre then? DeAndre's married, so he need to stick with his wife. He need to take care of his wife over there. And you're not gonna do that on that jiu-jitsu salary. He gonna be selling the crypto too. He gonna be like Helena. He gonna be selling out too. He gonna be in Moneyberg's basement the way he's going. Mushmaster, you think he should run for president, bro? I don't know. I don't think we shouldn't have any more athletes or actors or entertainers in office anymore. DeAndre is 28. You don't quit your job at 28, bro. Don't quit your job at 28, DeAndre. You got a wife, and then when they have a kid, what are you gonna do? You gonna have to get that engineering job back. Says 19 potential matchups at No Gi Pans. We got some of your favorites over here. I'll move that judo back. Who competing over there? I won't be there. I think my homeboy might be out there. Sarah Gaval and Helena Crevar. I think they're just doing this for marketing. I think they're just gonna move up different weight classes at the end. I don't think they're gonna fight. Teddy Renier is probably better than Macron. Okay. Max. Josiah, control yourself. Josiah, control yourself. Josiah, control yourself. I'm watching the chat, Josiah. I'm watching the chat, Josiah. I'm watching the chat. Max Hansen versus Gianni Grippo, black belt lightweight. He says Max Hansen ain't winning. Max Hansen ain't winning. We might have to watch that match. Guys, hit the Cash App or donate to the channel if we think we should super chat or whatever if you think we should watch that match. If you think we should watch that match, you better super chat or something. Something. You guys better send something. Control yourself, Josiah. Control yourself. Danielle Kelly? She's still around? Is she still around? Max Hansen is tapping out. Oh, Josiah controlling himself. Control yourself, Josiah. Danielle Kelly. What's up, Danielle? Versus Andrea Jordan. I don't know the Andrea. Hey, hello. Nice to meet you. Gabby. We're going Gabby all the way. Don't bet against Gabby. I thought Danielle said she wouldn't compete at IBJF anymore. Well, she got kicked out of one. Where's she going to go? UFC? Yeah, she need to go to UFC BJJ or something. Elijah Dorsey. Versus Nathan Chung. These guys good. You guys all know Elijah Dorsey. You might not know Nathan Chung. He's really good. He be fighting Andy Murasaki all the time. He's better. He lost his no-gi match, but he's better in the gi. It's gonna be a tough match. Middleweight. I might need to jump in there. How many ranking points I need? I think it's October though. I won't be there. Only 8 days left to register. I won't be there. Devontae versus Roosevelt. You guys know Roosevelt won. He won the Worlds this year versus Gutenberg. Devontae, all right, Devontae, let's go, man. Sebastian Rodriguez versus Pavel Jarowski. Jason Whitfield, how do I say his name? Middle heavy. I might need to jump in. Sebastian Rod's good. Powell's good too. He had a good showing. Josiah says, I'm 0-1 against Alec in bets. Max is tapping. Josiah, don't bet against me. Patrick says, is this a Grippo free chat? I have missed the last. You missed everything, bro. You missed everything. I turned this chat around. Josiah says, Powell is great. Powell. I'm gonna say the W as a V. That's how my Europeans do it in a lot of countries. Pavel. Jason says, are you kidding me? I left the stream for a minute and you guys are talking about Grippo? Am I in a time warp? I'm talking about Grippo and Josiah talking about Max Hansen, so it's different. It's different. Tainara versus Anna. I can't pronounce nobody's name. Tanara Victoria versus Anna Mayordomo. Beatrice. Amanda Canuto. I used to have a little crush on her. She with somebody though. She with Canuto. She cute though. Hey, what's up? Hey, look, she has some kids though. This is a family show. Josiah says, I'm talking about Max Hansen tapping out. He not talking about Grippo. He talking about Max Hansen not tapping out. David Garmo versus John Blank. Medium heavy. I might need to jump in there. I need a rematch with John Thor. Mateus Luna versus Eduardo Avalar. Okay, why are you doing middleweight? Mateus Luna just won. He won because his homeboy got popped. Francisco Lowe got popped by the USADA. And that's how Mateus Luna won the pans. And Annabella Lopez versus Yara Soares. Okay. Julia Bolsher versus Nadia Frank. Okay, I know Nadia. She used to fight Adele all the time. Julian Espinoza. Who did he fight recently? Did he fight Mikey or somebody? He fought somebody versus Jao Asonitis. Zach Kiner versus Marcio Mendez. Wallison Oliveira. He works with my homeboy. Versus Angelo Claiborne. Okay. I definitely fought Angelo before. He good. Wallison. I don't know Wallison, but I think he's pretty good too. He won Nogi Worlds, I believe. Junie versus Kleber. That's going to be a good match. We might have to watch this pans, bro. We might have to watch that pans. Amanda Bruce. What's up? How you doing? Versus Janie Fragoso. Vinicius Tractor versus Patrick. I thought Patrick Gaudier retired. Didn't he say he retired? He said he retired. All right, some good matchups, man. Tackett, what Tackett doing?
Just wanted to say real quick that my seminars are this weekend. I'm getting really excited for them. Just wanted to let you know the one here in Austin at Renzo Gracie is sold out, but the one in Dallas on Saturday still has some spots left. So if you guys want to go, click on the link in my bio, or I'll put it at the end of this post. Go get some tickets. It's at Carlos Machado's Dallas, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I want as much people there as possible so I can beat up as much people as possible afterwards, you know? All right, everyone, have a good day. I'll see you guys there.
They might be tapping your ass out, bro. Tackett think you're going to beat everybody up. Tackett, they might tap you out, bro. Look at, Craig. I mean, yeah. He said, I'm going to beat everybody up. Yeah, I don't know if you can do that, bro. Maybe you can. We got a little bit different story. It says LeVar Ball posts video walking in good spirits with new prosthetic legs. So he actually had a leg amputation. So, I tell you guys, take care of your health. So please take care of your health, everybody. If you don't know who LeVar Ball, he's the father of the Ball brothers that are in the NBA.
No, Big Baller's back, baby. Yes, indeed. Hey, Hanger, I'm going to tell y'all again, Hanger is the best place to get prosthetics. Trust me when I tell you. I came in there rolling, and with the staff and the people they got, I came out strolling. I'm back, baby. Hanger, I love y'all to death, and the staff you guys got, keep doing your thing. But Big Baller's back to strolling.
Yeah, take care of your health. I'm not sure if it was diabetes or what. I'm not quite certain. It could be whatever health. His case might have been diabetes, but I mean, it could be anything. Diabetes, issues with your veins. Whatever, bro. Whatever. Take care of your health, people. Take care of your health. I tell myself the same stuff. We got Miss Helen. Hello, Helen. We put her on the thumbnail. We proud of her. She did good. And Mushmaster said he's gonna be in the DM, so be on the lookout, please, Helen. This the Helen and Helena show today. So this was her before Worlds, getting a good lift in. Got the hair did. Look at her. Hey, yo, my girl is feeling herself. All right, Helen. Some people are gonna tell you to settle down, Helen, but you know what? You do whatever you want to do, girl. You do whatever you want to do. It's your world. You do whatever you want to do. Got the dog. Got the dog. Got the dog in the background. she respectfully, she's looking good over there. That's a good lift. All right, girl, get it. She got it. Her dad told her to settle down. We got Kokorian, one of Josiah's favorites.
Guys, if you have done this at any point in the past 3.5 years...
All right, let me do that again.
Guys, if you have done this at any point in the past 3.5 years, you do not deserve a black belt.
Please kill me.
Guys, if you have done this at any point in the past 3.5 years,
is that real?
You do not deserve a black belt.
Is that a real? Somebody must. Trump never put a Moneyberg shirt on, right? Is that real or is that a Photoshop? That must be a Photoshop. Look at my man Hoist, knowing he sold out. That's true. Josiah says, Tackett, can you fight? Can you please make sure you put please on there? Tackett, can you please fight Max Hansen? After Max Hansen loses at Nogi Pans 2025, Max Hansen versus Andrew Tackett is what I want. Jason Whitfield says, look at Helen showing off those feet. I missed it. She has feet. I was admiring her form, respectfully. If she doesn't watch out, she's going to end up on a Claudia stream with those powdered sugar and a baby go, what's going on over there on that OnlyFans? Josiah says, the Jiu-Jitsu Bible, Keith Krikorian. Keith, you didn't have no business losing to that kid, Landon, bro. You ain't had no business losing that kid. I'm going to skip this. Let me skip that too. You guys know I'm getting tired. It's getting dark over here. We're not going to hit 3 hours, guys. I'm sorry. We ain't gonna hit 3 hours. Maybe tomorrow. Let me get rejuvenated for tomorrow. Yeah, I gotta get rejuvenated. We got a nice little judo throw. Guys, you gotta drill judo. Like, how you gonna do this stuff without drilling?
Tonight the music seems so loud. I wish that we could lose this crowd. Maybe it's better this way. We'd hurt each other with the things we want to say.
How you gonna do that without drilling? Get out of here. Ecological people, they just he says, dang, Mestry Hoist probably has high HOA expenses living in Florida. Yeah. Does he live in Florida? Where you live in Florida? He needs that Moneyberg money. He got a lot of money. He ain't got. These people got greed, bro. These people make so much money, bro. Gordon, Mikey, I'm not sure about the MMA guys. They probably didn't make that much money. That's Dana White's fault. But the other guys made a lot of money. And they just greedy, bro. Hoist Gracie got all them affiliations. He be selling all them belts, allegedly. Josiah says, I was shocked Keith lost at Landon Elmore. What the heck was Keith doing? What the heck? And, sometimes we just blunder. That looked like a blunder. He says, Korean Tai Otoshi. You got it. How many times do you think he drilled that move? Did you see the feint? The feint right there? Boom, boom. You think that's ecological, people? Get out of here. That ain't no way in heck that could be ecological. How? That move had to be drilled for years. Look at that. You can't drill. You can't. You do have to drill that. You can't do that ecologically. That's not possible. Not possible. Where is the ecological at? Now, some people are going to say Penn State, they drill ecological. Okay. But by the time, if you're the best wrestler in the country, by the time you get the Penn State, Penetration State College, you already did every drill. You did every drill. You know every technique. You've been wrestling for 18 years, 20 years almost. You done every drill. Okay, now you can do some ecological. You got all the foundation. You should know what to do by the time you get to Penn State, Penetration State. All they got to do is make sure you're in good shape and you can perform. They not teaching you the basics. Yeah, they don't have to teach you the basics. They ain't got to hold your hand. They ain't got to show you really that much technique. Why you got to learn technique in college? How? You should be ready. You should already be ready. Look at Jax Forrest. You think you got to show Jax Forrest technique? No, he know everything. You just make sure he does his strength and conditioning, a little bit of tips. Make sure he's warmed up, in good shape. You got to go. Some strategy here or there. He don't need no more. He can do ecological. But then you get someone like Josiah, he shouldn't be doing ecological, really. He need to be doing the foundational stuff. You know I get pissed off, bro. Ecological, bro. And then they're going to sell you a course for all your money. You guys want to get scammed by Moneyberg, by Ecological Bros. I can't explain it. Helen, what's up, girl? Was that from yesterday? That's from yesterday.
Lean in and just kind of pray into what I was being asked to change and give up, and really a lot of stuff internally, and then just working with a great team of people and really utilizing everything and just making the most of this opportunity. I really just had to kind of like lean in and just kind of pray into what I was being asked to change and give up, and really a lot of stuff internally, and then just working with a great team of people and really utilizing everything and just making the most.
Helen, where you at? Is that her? All right. Let's watch that foot trip one more time. I really like how they do two. Because, you know, in IBJF, they do two like this. But in wrestling, they do it like this because it's so much easier. You can just throw that up. Because you can do 2, 3, 4. They don't have 5-point throw, I don't think. At IBJF, you got to do 2, 3, 4. But I think when you just use the thumb, that makes it so much faster. You know, they kind of curve theirs, you know. I do like that. 10 seconds left, people. 10 seconds. Let that be a lesson to you, everybody. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. It says, you think Helen will compete at Nogi Worlds? Maybe. Now, they're going to make her go to purple belt. Hopefully. They made her do blue belt last time. She just destroyed them girls at blue belt.
Top. When you needed it the most, you went back to the trusty inside trip.
It started the whole series. Yeah, you did get the leg and then you hit a trip. Yes.
How's it feel?
I'm exhausted. It feels amazing. That's such a great feeling. Man, glory to God. He carries me through all of this. Jesus is my favorite part about life. Like, this is such a gift. That's all I kept saying. Like, this is a gift. This is a gift. This is a gift. The nerves, the pressure, the excitement, the fear of failure, the longing desire for winning. Like, this is a freaking gift.
And you nearly had the takedown that you got the 3 pins with throughout the tournament, and you lost the elbow.
Yeah, man, she's good. I feel like we were battling for the same stuff.
That's awesome.
Back on top.
I didn't realize Sarah Hildebrandt's so tall. And she's 65? What's her weight class? 43, 45. How is Sarah Hildebrandt? She taller than Helena, or Helen. I'm about to say Helena. She taller than Helen. Quick note, you know, Helen's she's Greek, and you know Serbia and Bosnia, they kind of they're close to Greece too, aren't they? Can we look up the map? I'm gonna look it up, Jason Whitfield. Jason Whitfield was jumping on me today. Aren't they close to Greece? Yeah. All right, Jason Whitfield, I was right for once today. Jason Whitfield was jumping on me today. Okay, Serbia, Bulgaria. Where's Bosnia at? Bosnia, where are you? There you. Oh, right there. Jason Whitfield. I said they were close. Jason Whitfield. Jason Whitfield made me sound like I didn't know what I was talking about. They got a border together, Jason Whitfield. Did you know that, Jason Whitfield? They're close to Montenegro, Kosovo. Look at that, Jason Whitfield. Look at that. Macedonia. Look, Serbia got a border with Macedonia. So there we go. Helen and Helena. That was the show today because they close together. Well, it's a little far. Well, once you get past Macedonia, you right there in Greece. There you go. I'm saying ancient Greece back in the day. You know, Macedonia was a part of ancient Greece, wasn't it? Okay. I was right. I was right. Okay, let's go over here. Where's freaking where the heck is we still in Europe. Let's travel. Where's Puerto Rico at? Barbados. Where you from? Where you from again? Grenada. Grenada. Hey, there's Josiah right there in that little island right there. We need to go. We need to hit up there's Dominica. I forget. There's Dominica and Dominican Republic. Where's Puerto Rico at? Right there. Jason Whitfield, they are close, Jason Whitfield. It's a straight line. Well, not a straight line, but Jason, wait a second. All right, listen, people, listen. I said Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico, basically the same thing. And look, they right next to each other. They right next to each other, Jason Whitfield. They right next to each other. 45. Is that 1,900 miles, though? I guess so. But listen, they right next to each other. They right there. Jason Whitfield says, Alec, you remind me of a drunk geography teacher I had in high school. Was he drunk during the class? I didn't learn a whole lot, but it was fun. I hope you learned something. But look, that's right there. Now, that's 1,900 miles. Wait, is it from the city center? San Juan to Santo Domingo's? 1,900? Where in Puerto Rico? Because I see Punta Cana. And you go to Aguadilla. I think I said that right. That can't be 1,900 miles. You think that's 1,900 miles? Jason Whitfield, I proved myself right today. Jason Whitfield said they ain't close. I said Dominicans and Puerto Ricans kind of similar. They're right next to each other. You telling me they ain't similar? That's one boat stop. You hit that. You come up from the islands. You hit it. You gotta hit there. You leave Dominican Republic. You gotta hit Puerto Rico before you hit the Virgin Islands. And if you go to Puerto Rico this way, you gotta hit Dominican Republic before you hit anything. All right, I was right. Jason Whitfield made me sound like I didn't know what I was talking about. Now, Americans, we don't know geography at all. I feel vindicated. I don't know what that word means, but Jason Whitfield can tell me. We ain't gonna stream all day today. All right, we saw Helen. We proud of her. We got Helen and Helena. It's their episode today. They got their own special episode. Adele gonna be competing again at Grapple Fest 19. When is that? October. 11th of October. All right, let's get the win, Adele. You need to get that win. Rafa Mendez. Look how old Rafa Mendez looks. How old do you think? You guys are gonna search it up. But how old does he look? He looks like he's in his 50s. He's the same age as me. He looked old. How Jason Whitfield said I remind him of his drunk geography teacher. Is that an insult? Jason Whitfield insulted me. Jason Whitfield, he been attacking me all day. Josiah says, I'll be 31 October 13th. All right, man, you still young. He looks like Joe Pesci. He does. He does look like Joe. Oh, no, I can't unsee it. I feel like his nose grew. Did his nose get bigger? Patrick T says 36. Does he look 36, though? Oh, Josiah says, I'll be 31 on the 12th. You said the 13th. We'll split the hairs. Both days you could be 31. Or I guess the 12th you have to be 31. All right. He does look like Joe Pesci. I think his nose grew. That's not what his nose used to look like. October 12th is my birthday. Adele, we got to win. All right. I think his nose got bigger, but let's see.
Okay. Dad's proud of you because you're choosing to face the challenge, face your fears. Okay, super proud of you. Don't high five Dad. Let's go. Okay, focus on good thoughts.
She's like, I hate this.
It's amazing to see how, again, kids, they're so young, but they're so brave. Just going through the situation now, having to face the challenge, face their fears, and just like us, like adults, we come here, we're competing, we're afraid, we're scared, but we got to make that choice. We can choose between, kind of like running away from it, right? You shy away from that challenge, or you deal with it, you face it. This is like, people always ask me what I was thinking, what I was doing before the match, how I dealt with the situation. And this is a great example. This is the image I have in my mind. It's the battle against herself. You can see how in her mind right now, she's doing what? She's fighting with bad thoughts. She's fighting against fear, doubts, right? And this is so important because this is something that you're you're gonna experience here, but it builds in you this ability, this skill to do this in life in many different scenarios, many different situations. So this is so important, like being able to fight against yourself. Like part of yourself is trying to find an excuse, find a way out, alleviate the pressure. But the other part of you is knows that you have to face it, that you have to face the challenge, you have to keep going, you have to move forward. And this battle against yourself is more important than the battle against your opponent, the person you're gonna fight on the mat. You know? So this is important. This is building you up for life, building you as a person. And then when you go there, yes, you're gonna test your techniques, your skill as a jiu-jitsu player. But again, I think this is what it's more important. It's what's happening right now. It's something that maybe now she doesn't realize it. For sure she doesn't realize it. But I know because I've been through this situation, and I'm so proud of her. It's like she's so young. She's like 5 years old, but she's here making these decisions, like facing her fears and getting through this challenge. So super proud of her, super proud of all of these kids that are doing this. They're making this choice to step up, to step onto the mats and face the challenge. So good.
Geez, how overwhelming for his daughter. She like, I want to do dance next year. Patrick T says, I went to Masters Worlds last year. Out of everyone I met, the AOJ guys were the ones filled with the most joy because they were winning. Easy to fill with joy when you win. Did you see anybody? Did you see them lose? No, that's why they were happy. You'll be happy too. You win everything. Yeah, it's fun. Yo, we're all winning. Yo, you won. I won too. Yeah, cool. Now look at the team where they all lost. They spent all the money to go to Vegas and they lost. You see, are they happy? No. That's why they happy. They got more money than everybody. They already got everything. Now, you know, they might give up some life force to get that, but they got more money than everybody. They got more, you know, more fame than everybody. They got everything. They got everything everybody else want. They winning everything. They good. What's to be bad? What's not to enjoy? You know, I'm a little jealous, a little bit, but I'm okay. Ocean BJJ Pro. You guys know Balea. He gonna be out there. It says Ricardo Amondalia, who's #1 matchmaker and longtime flow grappling voice, alongside legends Damian Maya and John Jack Machado. Okay. Access to the live is free. Okay, I'll donate a little bit of money. You guys know when I go into live stream, I always donate some money. Have you guys seen that? I'm not saying a lot of money though. I don't make that much money off my stream. We struggle streaming over here. Now I can't flip the camera. I can't flip the camera around because I don't want you guys seeing where I am. But we're struggling over here. I'm struggling over here. The dog over there on the bed. We're struggling over here. It's struggling. The light on the switch. The light right here on the switch. We struggling over here. But for real, make sure you donate to the chat. Yeah, Oceans Pro. That's gonna be September 20th. I believe that's next Saturday. Okay, I might stream. We'll see. We'll stream. Is that next Saturday? This Saturday? Wait a second. What the freak is today? It's this Saturday. Oh, it is this Saturday. Okay. So we might have to we might have to stream that. Well, not stream it, but I might stream during. Anybody we see? I see what's that? Lucas Lyra. What's that kid's name? Lyra? Something Lyra? Pavel, Tariq, Kinta. Who else over there? Some other people. That's not Declan, that's somebody else. All right, that might be good. We'll see. It's gonna be flow grappling, so I can't post anything, but I can react to it, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. I'm kind of tired. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I don't care. You guys know I be streaming. Well, this the after work live stream, so we're gonna be lazy. We got Andy Murasaki. He's gonna be competing October 2nd. Did anybody know this UFC BJJ? They might go under, bro. They ain't marking nothing. And who is this guy? Who's Olivio? I have no idea who that is. Does anybody know who that is? The Chris Olivio. He says he is the Leopard King, owner of Potential Jiu-Jitsu. Who the heck is it? Oh, he was in okay, Josiah knows who that is. That he was in whatchamacallit, PGF. Yeah, but how did he do in PGF? You know, bro, they be leaving their legs out completely at PGF, bro. That's wild. Why they leave their legs out so much? Patrick T says that was a PR flag in his bio. A Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican. Hey, Boricua, Borena, Boricua, Borena. Uh-oh. All right, Puerto Rico. I just can't get behind PGF strategy. They be leaving their legs out. The Chris Olivio.
I'm here with Chris Olivo. Dude, you're on like, I don't know how many subs in a row. It's been crazy, dude.
I think like 4 or 5.
4 or 5?
Yeah, I think 5.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, man, we just put the Alabama Twisters in front. How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. I got one more to do, and so I'm feeling pretty confident going into that one. I know he's going to try to scramble with me and stuff, but I'm just the same thing I do with kind of JJ, try to slow him down, calm him down, and then take what I need to take, and then put some more points on the board. So feel great.
Yeah, man, it seems like people are ending your legs and you're countering them every time.
Yeah.
Is that the strat, or you just doing what you
Yeah, I feel very, very comfortable there. I've been giving up my legs on purpose, just because I feel very confident in my leg defense. You know, I've competed against some very, very good leg lockers, and I can immediately tell whether someone's really dangerous or not. So even if they're in on them, I know I can escape if I need to. But yeah, I think they're sleeping on how tight mine get, because I got a very, very tight straight ankle lock. So.
Yeah, man, it looks like it. How about Sergio and Dom coming on the team? Has that been like a boost of energy for you guys? Or?
Oh yeah, when I heard about it, I was really excited. I know Sergio. I've trained with him before, and he's a freaking stud. And so I was super stoked that he was joining our team. I knew he was going to put points up. And then obviously Dominic Mejia, speaks for himself. He's one of the best on the planet. And so I knew that with those 2 additions to our team, we were going to take first today. We were going to swing it.
Oh yeah, man. Any shout outs you want to do then?
Yeah, well, shout out to Alabama Twisters. I appreciate being on the team. I'm excited. I like what the team represents. And then, shout out to all the sponsors here, New Hope. Shout out to Once Upon a Coconut. Shout out to my coach, Robert Drysdale. I'm not on his team, but, I know he's supporting me quietly. And then all my students at Potential Jiu-Jitsu. Couldn't be here without you guys. And I really, really appreciate.
Did he just leave his school to go compete? I guess he did. Josiah, I'm thinking the same question. How are you giving up your leg on purpose? I mean, you got to have good defense, but eventually your leg going to get worn out. Eventually your leg get tired. The ligament over there hanging on by a string. So yeah, I don't know. He's going to be fighting Andy Murasaki. So we'll see. I want to see how the UFC. Well, Andy's not really a UFC BJJ guy, but I want to see how a high-level grappler. Andy does make mistakes though. He messed up. He should have won Worlds. He messed that up. I want to see how a high-level guy goes with, the PGF guys. Because it's Landon, not Landon. What's the other kid? Who won? Who won PGF again? Josiah? I don't remember. Whoever won PGF, he's going to UFC BJJ as well. It says people boasting about their leg lock defense is like people bragging about their chin. Yeah, eventually your chin goes and your ligament goes too. So good luck with that. You're not gonna hear no old dude saying they got a good chin or a good knee. Jet Thompson, We're gonna see who's he fighting at the UFC BJJ. The thing is, they might give him a tomato can so he can get a title. How you get a title after one fight? He's gonna have one fight at UFC BJJ and then have a title, and then he's gonna be stuck in that exclusive contract. I don't want to talk anymore, everybody. I'm tired. Time for dinner. How long did we go for? Almost 3 hours. Oh, we did okay, bro. Listen, who else could talk about jiu-jitsu for this long? I mean, probably Josiah. Josiah easily could talk about jiu-jitsu this long. All right, everybody. We did a lot today. This was the after work stream. Should we do this more often? Maybe on Friday. Actually, Friday streams, not this Friday, but usually on Fridays I'm a little bit later on the stream, so we might have to do that. Otherwise, good work, everybody. Good job. I'm getting a lot of good feedback about the channel. You know, even the dog over there liked it. Even the dog, she's like, stop talking. But even I'm getting feedback from people. They're liking the live stream. They did tell me to make up the bed, so I had to get the bed made. Now there's a dog messing up the bed, but that's fine. You guys like the dog. So we're, if you guys have any tips or anything you want to see in the live stream, let me know. I can see what I can do. And like I said, I never thought this stream would grow so big. I'm over here talking 3 hours, easy, and I enjoy it. I think that's the best part about it. I really enjoy it. I really like, the connection. We're talking to people in Europe, people in Japan, people over there, all over the place. Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, wherever you guys are, Brazil. So I really like that. To me, that's the best part, that connection, getting everybody together, talking some crap, getting amped up for some jiu-jitsu. Like I said, I don't know anybody else doing it like me. I don't think anybody else can do it like me. And I enjoy that. So yeah, I'm enjoying all this, man. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the live stream as well. I'm traveling right now, so I can't, I'm over here, got the comments right there. I got to look at the comments. Neck over here looking at the video. But when I get back, LOL Snap, what up, man? We missed you, bro. We were talking about Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico. We didn't talk about Cuba, though. Actually, I did talk about Muhammad Ali. I say he could be from Cuba, but he's from Brazil, obviously. Sorry to let you know, LOL Snap, my man Muhammad, he got taken down. He got taken out. He got knocked out, actually. So, pretty sad. And you know what? Dana White see you get knocked out, you ain't getting no contract. You think you got a contract? Nope. You ain't got no contract. So, yeah, it does make me sad. I was sad about that. That sucks. That's basically it. If you guys have any tips for the live stream, I'm open ears right now. Let me know. I know LOL Snap said something yesterday, but I think he forgot what he was about to say. I did get some feedback. Some people said I yap too much. I'm like, hey, bro, it's a live stream. I'm talking to people, and we're covering stories. How am I going to cover stories and not talk about it? You want me to do it like the news, 30-second clip? This ain't the right channel. Click off then. And then the other feedback, I need to maybe get a professional set. I don't know. We can see. I like doing like the Twitch streamers. Who said that? Which part? The yapping? Somebody in the comments. Somebody said I was yapping too much. It happens, bro. Other comment was that I needed a more professional background. As far as I know, this is kind of the style now. You just do it in your bedroom. I mean, maybe I could have a set one day, but I like what I'm doing. Jason says, once a day, Alex says, I'm not going to stream too long today. 3 hours later, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to banter a little. Yeah, a little bit of banter. Keeps me sharp. Keeps me sharp and ready for the day. Especially when I go to New Jersey. I gotta be ready. Beleza. We got Brazil. Yeah, I mean most of your famous Twitch streamers, they be in their basement. They be wearing their pajamas on. At least I got some pants. I got some shorts on. Got my khaki shorts on. I'm good. He says, I like the match reviews because I listen in earbuds. Okay, we do some match reviews today. No match reviews today. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Background, I don't know. At least the bed's made. That was improvement today. Getting the bed made. I know the dog's all messing up the bed and everything, but I can't do nothing about that. But otherwise, we good. Maybe I'll get a cool set. I ain't got that. I ain't got that Kai Cenat money. I don't got that iShow Speed money. I'm trying to get to that point though. I get that kind of money. Bro, don't let me get that money. I'll do some crazy stuff. Don't say that, LL Snap. He was good till he got knocked out. Why was he trying to strike? That's what I'm trying to understand. I can't understand that. That made me sad. He should have grappled a little bit. That's what grapplers do. You get hit. Grapple. Jason Whitfield says, we do match reviews. Claudia does mattress review. Oh, does she? Jason Whitfield, send me some links, bro. Send me some what's that called? Not Snapchat. The what's that called when you take a screenshot? Yeah, send me the screenshot. Send me the screenshot, Jason Whitfield. Come on. What kind of mattress she got on there? I need something with some support. Is that the memory foam? She got the memory foam over there. I need the memory foam. I know LOL Snap. What kind of mattress you got? I know you need something for your back. LOL Snap said I was wrestling with a broken back. He sound like Tyson. Tyson said. He says I'm dead. He said. Tyson said I broke my back. That's what LOL Snap said. He said for the research. What kind of mattresses does she suggest for a person such as myself? I need some lumbar support. I really do. I need that neck support for real. What kind of pillows is she suggesting as well? For research, guys, this is a family show. Please remember that. Please remember this is a family show. All right, guys, we hit about 3 hours, 2:55, 31. That's close enough. I ain't no stickler. That's it. I should be on regular schedule tomorrow. No after work stream. I enjoy this though. I love you guys, man. You guys, LOL Snap. We're gonna do a world tour. Well, at least American tour. We're gonna go down to Houston. Where else we gotta go? We gotta go Midwest, all the way to the West Coast. Jason Whitfield says, I'm curious with all this Claudia talk if we still have our female viewers. She might be gone. It's late where she is. One day I hope to have a female, with what's the word I'm looking for? A chaperone, have female, not co-hosts, but female attendees. Respectfully, hope you guys got to be on your best behavior though. LOL Snap, I'm talking about you, Josiah, Jason Whitfield. If we get girls on this stream, you guys can't be doing like you're doing right now. You got to be on your best behavior. You got to roll your tongues up and put your eyes back in. If I get some girls on this stream, respectfully. But yeah, I do want to have some guests on the show. We're gonna do Josiah. Josiah gonna be in the corner. Josiah, why are you always in the corner, Josiah? But yeah, we're gonna get some guests on this show. I'm trying to figure out the right format. That's what I focus on, format. Some other people I gotta get the light, get the backdrop. I'm like, let me get the format done, not the corner. Josiah in the corner. He in the corner. He said, not the corner. Oh no. Yeah, man. I love you guys. You guys keep me coming back. No Diddy. To the stream, and I enjoy it. That's why I do it. That's why I do this stuff. And like I said, if we want to grow the stream, let me know if you guys have any tips. I did make the bed. I got the bed made, so that was good. But any other tips we'll try to implement if we can. And just let people know about the live stream. Let's see our numbers right now. If you guys don't know, we're trying to get to 1,000. I think we're at, let's see, 943. Uh-oh. You guys see that? 943. What is that, Jason Whitfield? 58 more to go. Is that right, Jason Whitfield? 57? Is that 57, Jason Whitfield? Jason Whitfield got my AI. He got the chat GPT, whatever he typing in. We almost there. It's been a long road. I started this channel as a 57. There we go. I started this channel as a, I have a different channel, but I started this channel for techniques, alley balling techniques. I used to put techniques on here, and then I started doing reviews of matches, and then I don't know what possessed me to stream. I just, let me try this streaming stuff. I don't know why I did that. I think I just wanted to try something new, a different format. And then, man, it's grown a lot. I'm getting a lot of good feedback. Got some haters in there too, but whatever. But it's growing. I think it's got some potential. We'll see. And we'll just keep going, man. That's all I can do. Try not to get kicked off the YouTube. That's pretty good too. So again, we should be live tomorrow, people. We're not going live on Friday though. No live on. Patrick T says, "Do you think changing the name of the channel will get you more subscribers? Maybe, possibly. I don't know if it really impacts it, really. I do like, I'm going to have my name on the channel, you know. My other channel is just my name, Alec Balding. This is Alec Balding Techniques. I'm not sure what I would call it. Yeah, I don't know if I would change it. I don't know. Who knows? As far as I know, it's really just the thumbnails and the topic that really get people to subscribe and click on the videos. Yeah, I'm not sure. Who knows? Don't really want to change too much, because if I change the name, then I feel like I don't think YouTube lets you change the names too much. I change the name something wrong. But we'll see. We'll see in the future. I'm not sure if I want to change the name just yet. He says Alec Balding, BJJ News, Judo, and UFC pay rants. Oh, that might work. That might be too long though. Alec Balding live. I might change it to live. Let me get to 1,000 first. Let's get to 1,000 first. We'll figure that out. You know, I'm a big fan of slow growth. You know, ecological bros want to go fast. I'm about leave the channel name, maybe do some interviews with some homies. Yeah, we're trying. We got to get the format down. And you know what? A lot of homies don't want to be on the stream. I don't know if you guys noticed, most jiu-jitsu people, they don't want to be on video. They don't want to do technique videos. They don't want to be interviewed. That's just how it is. But we will get some people. I just need you guys to be on your best behavior if there's some girls on this stream, okay? People, LOL snap, no misogyny. Jason Whitfield, put your eyes back in your head. Josiah, get out the corner. Or get back in the corner. I'm not sure where you should be, actually. But we'll see. All right, we had 3 hours. Who else could talk about jiu-jitsu on the daily for 3 hours? I'm trying to see who can do that, bro. Who got to like me like that? Josiah. Yeah. Like I said, if you guys want to help grow the channel, please let people know. Word of mouth. I'm old school. I'm a boomer, so word of mouth. Yeah, word of mouth, carrier pigeon. Let people know. Jason Whitfield says, what an interesting live show. Josiah in the corner creeping, myself in the web proving Alec wrong. LOL snap randomly slamming female audience members because he can. Yeah. We will get canceled quick. YouTube pulls the plug quick. But we'll see. I think we got something special here. Josiah, you know Josiah likes this. As far as I know, I think Jason Whitfield might be one of the oldest people. Jason Whitfield, are you one of the oldest people on the live stream? I feel like you are. I think I started live streaming in like January or February. When did I start this stuff? I don't know. I do know Jason Whitfield been here for a long time. I can't even see. Yeah, that's it, man. I ain't got nothing else to say. How do I see? I can't see it. Okay, I can't. All right, everybody, I'm going to dip. See you guys tomorrow. Stay out of trouble. Take care of your health. I tell you guys the same advice to myself. Jason Whitfield says, I was here when it was just you and me some days. Was it just us two? There wasn't just us in there. Are you sure it was just us two? I think there were some other people. Maybe you're right, though. I don't know. It's been so long. I don't know. Yeah, I kept streaming, bro. Even when nobody was here, I kept streaming. I believe I started in January or February. I got to check out, but who knows? You know, when I started this stuff, I was like, you know, I'll do 1,000 videos. Hopefully I don't got to do 1,000 videos before it picks up, but we'll see. All right, everybody, I'll see you tomorrow, God willing. I can't control everything, but God willing, I'll be here tomorrow to enjoy and entertain you guys and educate and learn. We do a lot on this live stream. It's not just a one-way street. We learning over here. All right, everybody, stay out of trouble. See you guys tomorrow, and go help out a white belt if you can. Please help out the white belts. They need it. And your coach overwhelmed too. He can't help everybody. All right, people, peace out.